Now scanning ass fellas eyes, spending that money fast, 20s, 50s, 100s cash. Boy, going at Goyard bag, boosting ladies where y'all at, stuffing that shit in your bag, just to flip it, pop some tags. Girl, going at Goyard bag, spend that shit, spend that shit, spend that shit, baby, spend that shit, spend that shit, spend that shit, spend that shit, baby, spend that shit. Woo! Hey, is everybody on track? Cause this Friday ain't black, cause we ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit. Well, I stand up and never quit. We ain't buying shit. From the 25th of November to the 5th of December, remember, we ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit. This Friday ain't black, cause we got each other's back. We ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit. We ain't buying. We ain't buying. We ain't buying shit. Shaka Khan.
I'm gonna come over to nobody's nothing and tell them nothing about what the hell it is that they doing. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave it alone and I ain't going back. If you don't like what you hear here, if you don't like what you hear here, if you don't like what you hear here, go the fuck on. If you don't like what you see on Kendra Damn G, go the fuck on. If you don't like what you see over on Ashley's show, go the fuck on. Why is it that y'all think that you can control shit? Get your own YouTube channel, start it the fuck up, and do whatever the hell it is that you want. But I promise you, I'm not gonna come over to nobody's nothing and tell them nothing about what the hell it is that they're doing. You go the fuck on. If you don't like what you hear here, go the fuck on. If you don't like what you hear here, go the fuck on. If you don't like, go the fuck on. If you don't like what you hear here, go the fuck on.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
The racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Just to let you niggas know, we don't need y'all. We want y'all, but we don't need you.
20 years later.
Our black men, we want all y'all back. Because we love you, we see you, kings, and most importantly, we need you. And most importantly, we need you.
Because y'all got false narratives out there, and y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Going, you're being a racist! Racist!
I'ma tell you. You not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You heard what I said? Cause I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you.
Lost each other. Yes, I'm speaking to you. Lost each other. Where you fleeing to? Musty tether, yes, I'm speaking to you. Musty tether, where you fleeing to? I got into my Uber, what did I see?
Slaves built the pyramids. Slaves built the Parthenon. Slaves built America. Slaves, this is your song, thank you. Slaves. Thank you. Slaves. Thank you. Slaves. Slaves. This is your song, thank you.
And we're done. We're done. We're finished.
We like free stuff. So we came out here to get all this free stuff. But then the car saying you can't get the free stuff. What? Cause the people want to take it. And how y'all gonna take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's free.
So I got my 2 baskets and took the bus or whatever.
Wait a damn minute.
We get down here, we get some free stuff.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not just let us get the items and invest and be okay? We are Black women. We care about our crown. Why not give back to the community and let us get the product? The tools, any other eviction.
Joe Biden is asleep. Kamala is at a dance party with Beyonce. 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 Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. 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 Party with Beyonce. 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 Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. 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 Party with Beyonce. Beyonce.
Carry on.
Dance party with Beyonce. Beyonce. 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 Beyonce.
Hold up.
Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. 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 Party with Beyonce. 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 Beyonce.
Man, y'all gotta relax, bro. Y'all got to relax. Like, for real. Y'all gotta relax, man. Y'all be talking about things that's just not realistic at all. Just not realistic.
What is it? What is today? Wednesday? Happy Wednesday, y'all. Let me know if it works, y'all, because I ain't even gonna waste my time putting these headphones on if it don't work. Did you hear the sound or no? Shout out to all of y'all that are here. I see you. I appreciate you. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Yeah, Reaper. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. And I ain't got all day. Okay, I ain't got all day to be going over all of it. We gonna get as much as possible. So then that means it ain't working. All right. It is what it is. It is what it is. The show still has to go on. So I don't even know where to start. There's so much hump day. Shout out to hump day. There's so much going on. I can't even keep up. Between the Perez Hilton crap. Yo, this Perez Hilton crap is crazy, child. It is crazy. I don't want to see no video of it. The descriptions are enough. I don't care. I don't want to hear. I don't want to see it. It is enough with the descriptions. How convenient for White People Wednesday. Other than that, we won't get to the white people until we get to the Nolan Wells updates with the people suing. But anyway, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. And we're gonna go ahead and get right to it. Shout out to somebody sent some jewels. Gnail, thank you for the gold coin. I appreciate you. Y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are normal. Subscribe if you are normal. So there might be a bunch of trolls today. The odds are there will be. So mods modded it up. Y'all already know. Everybody can be here. If they start threatening, they gots to go. All right. We do not believe in. Don't mind people having different opinions. But when they border on crazy, you got to go. Like all them people we listened to on Pascal the other day, child. Over here about to lose their livelihoods, their jobs, their homes, all over some people you don't even know. But I digress. Let's start out with some positivity, as positive as I can get. Let me first thank Philly Boy for the gold coin. Thank you, hon. I appreciate you. Let me go ahead and share the screen, child, because we gonna try to see something positive, something that makes us happy, something will make us smile. There's a new TikTok trend. I think I told y'all that's actually cute and good, but I haven't been able to finish that video. I will get to it. Shout out to Morris Manhattan. Thank you for the flower, boo. I appreciate you. Do y'all know A Bronx Tale? One of my favorite movies. Shout out to Closure. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and watch a scene from that because this is so good. And then there's another scene that I just don't have. I don't want to push it. I'll save it for another day. This movie is so good. I could watch it anytime that it comes on. Not that I see it often, but I could. So this is about Closure and Jane. It says, this is from Film Nerd. In the middle of the violence, loyalty, and life lessons, Jane represented something different for Closure, a chance at a future beyond the streets. What's his name was in this movie too? Oh my God, Robert De Niro? Robert De Niro, I think his name is, right? As Closure's father. Oh, y'all, if you haven't seen this movie, you should watch it. But anyway, this is about, this is Sonny right here. This is about what Sonny tells Closure, which maybe some people could take this, some women could take this and use this going forward. But let's take a listen and then we got to move on.
If she doesn't reach over, lift up that button so you can.
Oh, child, and the music, child. Shout out to Marvin Gaye. Rest in peace to Marvin Gaye.
Get in? If she doesn't reach over, lift up that button so you can get in. Dump. Just like that.
She don't reach over and unlock the door. She ain't shit. Look at our girl. She gonna be thoughtful. I just put another post up to talk about these heifers, right? And all you got to do is be nice. It's amazing what you would get when you be kind and nice and you be thoughtful. But you already know this is something simple. All he said was, if she don't reach over and unlock the door, dump her. I was like, ooh. He was like, ooh. And then she went ahead and did it. So shout out to Jane and everything else they went through. But that scene is amazing. And Sonny is awesome in this movie. So shout out to y'all that know. One of the I love gangsta movies like this, but I don't be watching like The Godfather. I think I've seen one. I might not have seen 2 and 3. I love Scarface. But actually my husband likes more movies like that. He knows all those people, like the dude that just died. He was like, oh, Big Puss died. I was like, yeah, he did. I don't be knowing their real names. He knows all that. I think James Gandolfini died too from what was that from? The Sopranos. The Sopranos. He more watched that than I did. I watched it with him, but I wasn't keeping up with all that because, child, it was just too much. Shout out to HBO though. Shout out to Kofi. He said, you dump her and you dump her fast. Exactly. Shout out to Sonny. That's exactly what he said. Get her the F on up out of there. So y'all take that how you want to, gentlemen. Shout out to the sassy straights that are here. Anyway. This has definitely got to get cut out, not only because it's the movie, but because of the damn music. Rest in peace to Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye taken up out of here April, I forget what year, by his damn dad. Woo, I still remember that like it was yesterday. Anyway, we got to get back and talk about this Transformer child. I just realized it looks like she got a thong on like Roly Roll. Can you see it? Can you see it? It looked like his thong print, leopard print, whatever it was called, a leopard print. How come she all big here? I thought she was skinny. Maybe those was old pictures. Let me turn on the music. Hold on a second. Maybe those was old photos that they were showing. I don't know, but she looking a little big around here. We already know the neck looked big, but damn, the waist too. This is as of 8 minutes ago, probably 15 minutes now. It says the neighborhood talk update. Authorities say an open, oh Lord help your people. An open condom fell out of Sydney Starr's pocket during arrest on low molestation charges involving a child under 16. Sydney reportedly claims the teen approached her, called her cute, and said he was 18. Girl. She already trying to backtrack. Girl, just take this shit like a man, okay? Because that's what you're going to have to do. That's pretty disgusting. It says, according to TMZ, a newly released police report claims Sydney was staying at an Embassy Suites in Georgia, which we know, when hotel employees called police to report that a juvenile had allegedly been essayed. Officers say they met with a minor and his parents at the hotel, where the teen told investigators something had happened involving Sydney. The police report states officers later spoke with Sydney, who allegedly told them a tall, slender black male approached her in the hotel lobby and told her she was cute. Sydney reportedly said the two had a brief conversation and that she asked his age. Oh yeah, because that's just how it works, right? How old are you? If you gotta ask, then you probably don't need to do it. But I digress. According to the report, Sydney claimed the teen told her he was 18 before the two went back to her hotel room together. Police say they then detained Sydney and conducted a search. According to the report, an open condom allegedly fell from Sydney's pocket during the search. And officers say they also recovered a second unopened condom from her pocket. Well, hopefully they tested it. I know that sounds a little disgusting, but hopefully they're testing it. As previously reported, Sydney was arrested in Hapeville, Georgia, and is facing charges including aggravated child molestation, SB, against a child under 16, and so do my. And of course, Sydney and her mama have denied the claims, right? Here's her set it off booking photo or whatever it's called. Sydney Starr denies essaying a minor following recent arrest, despite being accused of performing oral OPP on a minor under 16. Allegations should not be mistaken for fact. So Sydney says allegations should not be mistaken for fact. Ain't how it worked out when Chingy was involved. Now she wants people's care and concern. Isn't that interesting? Let me see. That's the same stuff. What else they got here? Okay, this same goofy ass looking pictures.
Thanks for the tip.
Her and her mama saying, I'm here for my daughter. I'm here for my daughter. From what I understand, she's still in jail. I'm sorry. It's still in jail where it belongs. And I guess the mama will bail her out, I guess, once the time comes, if that's an option. Reaper, I appreciate you. He said, man, it's ma'am. Hit the like button. Hold on a second.
We bring in the studio this morning one of the gay rights activists, Mr. Should I call you Mr? Hepe Julian Onzima. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for
Good morning.
Me. Morning to you.
Why are you gay?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
But remember Funky Dineva? Remember when Funky Dineva said that you sassy straights, the black ones, are the cancer of the community? Y'all ain't shit, ain't never gonna be shit, ain't never been shit, you ain't never gonna have shit. Y'all remember that, right? Not him. You know, he moonwalked his way on up out of there, child, and allegedly he took Sydney with him because the gays is okay. Probably took T.S. Madison with him because the gays is okay. And all the black women agreed. Y'all do remember that, right? So Funky got something to say. So Funky says, Sydney Starr set the trans community back. Well, I be damned. This ain't the first underage person you messed with. Ooh, those are his words, not mine. His words, not mine. But let's hear it. those people fearmonger and portray trans people to be. You laid it right out on the table for them to now use what you did to this boy as the poster child for why trans people should not have rights, why they should not be able to go in bathrooms, and why they should not be parts of society because they're going to do what? Rape and hurt and kill, endanger, and sexually assault your children.
But I thought y'all was okay. You said that y'all was okay. Y'all remember Funky said that the gay boys ain't the problem. The trans ain't the problem. Y'all so good and we black women love y'all. Love you so much, no matter what y'all do. Now you want to put it all on Sydney? I mean, it's a mess, of course, and it did do this. But was it just Sydney, sir? Do you think it wasn't you with the shit you were saying?
Thank you so much, Sydney Star, for setting the entire community back forever and a decade for doing that. There is nothing about a teenage boy that can even get me to crack a smirk, yet alone a smile. 30-year-olds are unattractive to me. There is nothing.
These ABCDs are certainly coming out here talking about what they don't like. They got to make sure they can put ages out here and everything. Ain't that what TS did yesterday? Now Funky doing the same thing. Doth protest too much, in my opinion, child. We don't give a fuck because y'all wasn't trying to talk about none of that beforehand. Now all of a sudden y'all want to make sure people know 30, 40, 50.
Attractive to me whatsoever about anybody under the age of 35. That's just me. I'm 43. How the hell you managed to get activated in between your legs and in your butt for a 13-year-old child? And I'm gonna tell you something else. I might not be able to prove it, but this ain't the first underage person you messed with, baby. That's not on you. It's in you. That's not on you. It's in you. Karma don't forget no address. And bitch, you going to jail for a long time. This makes up for all the devilment that you personify everything those people fearmonger and portray all the devilment that you have done, Sydney. Because from the moment you stepped in our sight, you have been a menace to society, starting with...
Has it been a menace to society? But it was received and big upped and put on TV and put on these blogs and talked about. Now, when some shit like this happens, now y'all want to chastise. Same shit, different bitch.
You ruining Chingy's career in lying, going on to the way you behaved on Love and Hip Hop. Now you on these other shows, fighting Real Fish and all this. Sydney, you just wanted the spotlight and stuff so bad that you were willing to do anything for it. And I don't know, Sydney, it's giving mental illness. It's giving arrested development.
Now it's mental illness and now it's arrested development. Well, last we heard from you, Funky, the trans and the ABCDs was all good in the hood. They wasn't a problem for the community at all. They great. Everybody loved them. Everybody loved y'all. Now you want to go ahead and toss your people to the side? Now you want to go ahead and toss your people to the side? That's your people, child. So you just tossing everybody, huh? Now listen, I will go ahead and give him credit because at least he is going to call it out because y'all know that typically in the colored community, they'll hold on to this shit. They'll hold on to people like this. Oh, we about to get to that in a second.
It's giving stunted growth. It's giving some drug use. And as a result of it, you might be doing a minimum of 25 years. You're going to jail. It happened in Georgia. There is currently a conservative Republican push to punish and penalize trans people. You are a...
let's make sure we bring the Republicans and the conservatives in this. I'm pretty sure that they ain't thinking... I'm sure they don't know who Sydney Star is.
Popular / famous trans person. And what you did fits their narrative perfectly. Oh, baby, you're going to... Girl, listen, since you...
Is Trump's name about to be mentioned?
You won't trade, since you want boys, you about to have more diggling than you will ever be able to swallow or accommodate in between your legs.
Viewer discretion is advised, child. Viewer discretion is advised. Lord.
And in your butt. Why does this count? You like diggling so much. Why? They might be doing you a favor. This might need to be where you need to be, baby. Because they finna hit it hard for all the devilment that you have done. Hit it hard for the... Ooh, baby. Sydney.
Oh, it's okay to sing R. Kelly in this case because any other time there's no R. Kelly. My bad.
You are done. And the sad part about it is it ain't a single person alive that feel bad for you. Not a gay person.
Her mama. The mama does.
Not a trans person. We can't rally behind you. There's not a single person that's willing to risk their credibility in the public.
Well, at least they doing that part right. You know the color community don't be doing that. They go for all the foolishness.
Rallying behind you. We can't uphold nobody in their wrong, Sydney. And you was dead behind wrong for doing what you did. And I feel bad for the parents. I feel bad for the child. I mean, think about this now. This child turns 30-something and is in therapy. For that time that I was on a Little League baseball trip at a hotel in Hateville, and this man with titties in a wig lured me to the 5th floor to perform oral sex on me. That is one hell of a story to have to retell in front of a doggone therapist. Sydney, you going to the lowest of hells. That's all I got. Ain't got.
My oh my, how things have changed. Oh Lord, help your people. Very interesting how Funky has changed his damn tune. That's not what he says about you, gentlemen. Have you heard anything positive from him about y'all? I have a feeling you will not. But that's the update on that bullshit. Moving on to one of your faves, this cooning ass nigga, who the colors are supporting. Let's go ahead and see this foolishness.
That is it for us. I do gotta ask you, do you know how to wobble?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you know how to wobble?
I don't.
You know how to wobble? You just lost the black vote right there. Yeah. Karen, the black folks in your staff need to teach you how to do the wobble. Trust me.
Can you show me how to do it?
I can show you how to do it. You're going to pick up some votes, trust me.
But I got to see it in order to know.
Hillary gonna pick up some votes as long as she know how to wobble. This y'all's man.
Oh, you need some music. I don't really need the music, but I'm just saying.
Okay, who can show me? Come on, don't be shy.
I told y'all Black Network we do a little bit different.
Well, you raised it. Now don't leave me hanging out here.
Can we put my iPod on? I got music.
Maybe.
Yeah, plug this up right now. Y'all know I put it on now. Secretary Clinton, it's a pleasure. Thank you so very much. Claflin, thanks to you as well. Round of applause, please. Democratic presidential candidate.
Thank you, Roland.
Secretary Hillary Clinton. That's how I told y'all need the music. Don't let the ass gotta fool you.
Oh, so that's not shucking and jiving and cooning. That's not what that is? Child, please. So, you know, Rolly over here with his newfound fame. I actually found a post from Tim Black. Yes, that nigga too. He says about an hour ago, a brief message to all the Roland Martin defenders, because there are Roland Martin defenders. Y'all, I told y'all, they in my comments and clearly they over here in his. It says, if the same allegations leveled at Roland were leveled at Stephen A., none of you would be making excuses for him. Not one bit. That is a fact. They would be relishing in talking negatively about Stephen A. Smith. You would have roasted his ass like a Netflix special. Roland's hi-hat act is over, and I'm here for it. Go F yourselves, all right? So me and Tim can agree on that, and that's about it. F Roland Martin. But let's go ahead and see what BCP had to say. It says Roland Martin panics threatening lawsuits after busted legs up and humiliating extortion plot.
Donald Trump is the person who attacked Rachel Scott. Donald Trump is the person who attacked the other black female journalists, because that's who he is. He's a despicable human being. He's a piece of crap. That's what he is. He has no boundaries. He has no bottom. He has no morals, no values, no principles, and no ethics. But this is who he is. He is a disgusting individual who does not deserve any respect whatsoever. And that's why on this show, I did not use the title president referencing him, because he has no respect for the office. All right, y'all, let me make this video real quick.
Of Roland Martin in her house, in her bedroom, that's who you need to sue. We're gonna talk about that on Monday. Okay, we'll unwind it just a little bit more on Monday.
Has Roland Martin in a compromising position with a woman who is not his wife? It's saying he's been extorted. The grounds of that extortion stem from some video footage. Tasha said she reached out to Roland Martin's team around midnight. They did not deny the existence of the tape. They threatened to sue anybody who would show the tape or show pictures of the tape. Or seems to me like you should be going after the person that's so-called extorting you, instead of putting out threats to anybody that covers that you're being extorted.
Child, that makes too much sense.
I know that some of you guys have been waiting for me to get to this topic about Rolanda Martin, right? AKA Roland Martin, Roly-Poly-Oly Martin, okay? Who is being subject to some viral rumors that there are videos and pictures of him in very compromising positions, right? We're talking about sexual positions, engaging in sexual activities that can be classified as arguably homosexual, right? We're gonna get into the details, okay? But again, this rumor.
Why so many people sitting up here talking about it was with a woman? How come so many people are like, it was a woman? That's not what y'all was expecting for Rolly
is going viral. And all of this is alleged, right? I just want to be very clear because Roland is threatening lawsuits, right? He's threatening to sue people.
He has confirmed it by way of Tasha K.
Podcaster, influencer, Tasha K. Claims that she's seen the video, seen some of the pictures, that Roland's team has verified that, hey, this is authentic, right? This is real, but you can't release it because if you release it, then that is revenge corn, right? You guys know what I'm saying, right? It's revenge corn. So they're saying, look, if anybody releases this video, we're going to sue, right? So again, all of this is alleged, but she's claiming that she's seen the video, she's seen the pictures, and boy, boy. It's pretty embarrassing, pretty humiliating for Roland if this video turns out to be true. So I want to talk about it, but before we get into it, we got to jump in his ass. You got to jump in his ass. Jump in his ass. You got to push back immediately.
Are you over here chastising child? What is his name? Is this Jermaine Dupri? He was over here chastising him. Like, nigga, leave that grown ass man alone. And he allowed it.
Jump in his ass. That clip is perfect. Perfect for this topic.
Can someone like Roland Martin with a platform as big as his, journalistic integrity, democratic position, can they preach Black family values while living kinky lifestyles behind the scenes that don't involve their wives? Can they do that? Can people like him get away with that with no hair on his head?
Yes, he can.
And his wife being a preacher? Does he get a pass?
Yes,
Is he allowed to do this?
Yes.
I got a statement from him and his team. And I gotta tell you, I'm just upset at everything that I've learned, but I cannot do this story. I cannot do this story without honoring the brother that sent me the information, because I got married. He's been married 21 years. This is his second wife. He was married
21 years. He like women, y'all. 21 years, his second wife.
To another woman. I'm going to leave her out of this for 6 years. And she left him.
I think literally she was in his ass. Allegedly, though. But literally, according to the descriptions.
I saw the pictures. I saw the videos. I know why she left. Why she left. Okay, and that's why we're going to leave her identity alone. But he is married to a pastor. She is a preacher. And has been with her for 21 years. As much as he talks about the Black family being stronger, his dick was not in the pictures, okay? I give you, without further ado, Poetic Flacco. Welcome to the...
Hey, listen, man.
They are going to be scared of you. And they should be in the hip-hop community because you're not biased.
Facts.
Okay?
Absolutely. No
Listen
facts.
to me, brother. Poetic Flacco. So listen, you ruined my Saturday. You ruined my Saturday when I received the photos, and I want us to describe them, okay? Because I don't want people to think, oh no, they're making this up. First of all, I've already spoken to his lawyers, okay? His lawyer did say that if anybody posts the pictures and videos, they will be suing. They do have a case on that. That is called revenge porn, okay? So we cannot divulge those videos or those pictures. But what we can say is that his team told me verbatim, that is him. Him and his wife are working through it. And this,
okay, for those that don't know, him and his wife are working through it.
This has been going on for 2 years. He is claiming, according to his lawyer, that this is an extortion plot and gave me the people that are involved, okay, in this extortion plot against him. So they got him on video, as you saw.
Of course.
Wow. Wow. They got old Rolanda on video. Now, they're going to describe what's in this video, but I find the whole extortion plot thing to be fascinating because according to her, allegedly, his team is confirming that, this is real, right? It's real, but again, it's a part of an extortion plot. Now, Rolanda is a Democrat operative, right? We know that he basically works for the Democrat Party, right? His job is to keep Black people tilling the Democrat plantation. This is why he goes after any Black person that decides to leave or question the Democrat Party, right? So I would be...
Which is why they're going to stick with him, okay? So... forget about the fact, right? Because who makes up most of the Democratic Party on the Black side? Black women, right? When they give it, when they talking about y'all, what do they say? You ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit, right? However, when it comes to an LTM like Rolly Roll, they got all the forgiveness in the world. So again, they seem to forget the fact that Rolly is married to a Black woman. Here, he's messing with a Black woman over here, and they don't have no issue with that. Look at what he's doing to Black women. No issue with that. You see the hypocrisy? Hypocrisy here, hypocrisy there, hypocrisy everywhere. Okay? It just depends on who you are, and all of a sudden you could be forgiven. Now, if any of you gentlemen ever cheated and had another woman, do you think they're gonna come back and be like, oh, baby, please, baby, please? No, they'll be screaming on the internet from here to sundown and talking about how men ain't ish, Black men ain't ish, y'all don't do right, y'all ain't got ish. You already know. Forget about the misandry, right? Forget about the feminism and the woman empowerment and women are the best and women. And Black, as a Black woman, as a black woman, I thought y'all cut, not y'all, you know what I'm saying. I thought y'all was for black women, because that's all you ever say. As a black woman, as a black woman. Oh, when it comes to politics, though, it doesn't matter about her as a black woman. So no smoke for Roly Roll. He's clearly black. He clearly male. He clearly married to a black woman, which y'all like. He clearly messing around with another black woman against this black woman, and y'all not upset about that? Y'all ain't got no issue with none of that? That's okay, that's acceptable? Why? I need one of you heifers, you hating hoes, to explain how it is that this don't matter and this is okay. How? How? You gonna allow a black man to mess around against his black wife, and you're gonna allow it to fly and not have nothing to say? What? I don't get it. I don't get it. It don't make sense. Your hypocrisy is showing. I see it in my comments. Tasha K knows it's in her comments, and anybody else. It's amazing when it is that y'all got all this shit for a black man, and when you let shit go. Cause like Tim Black said, excuse me, if Stephen A. Smith came out here with some scandal, y'all wouldn't have no forgiveness for his ass. Say I'm lying. So really, at the end of the day, like I've always said, and I'm proving yet again, the loyalty really is to the Democratic Party, of which these people seem to think they have some sort of control. So what is it that everyone has gotten black people, since black people seem to think that Democrats are the best of the best of the best, and they don't do nothing wrong, and they perfect, and we need to vote for them, and you should vote for them, and you should vote for Cam, and you can vote for Joe Biden, and you can go vote for Obama, and all these people, and then turn around and shit remains the damn same, but keep doing the same thing. And this man also just told y'all that Democrats never do anything for black people. Words out of his own black mouth. Y'all still listen to him. Y'all still want to follow him. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why y'all need somebody so bad to tell you what to do? You know you got your own brain. You know you can use it for yourself and go make your own decisions. Nah, y'all want to listen to this cheater. Let me see. This cheater. Jamal Bryant's a cheater. D.L. Hughley is a cheater. Wow. A lot of LTMs that these black women choose to follow. But as soon as y'all make a mistake, you ain't shit and you got to lose everything. Make it make sense. Could this be a problem with the community and no families? Because as soon as anything happens, y'all the fuck out, ain't you? Say I'm lying. Y'all are out. You're done. Forget it. We divorced. I'm taking it all. The kids too. Here, that's okay, Roland. You can't talk about Roland. He helps us. How, when, who, when. He helping himself, I tell you that. He's definitely helping himself. Y'all continue to do shit that makes no sense whatsoever, and then think that the rest of us supposed to follow y'all shit. Fuck that shit, okay? If them niggas don't do shit for me, and them motherfuckers over here don't do shit for me, fuck them all. You heard? Like Dennis Sperling says, you vote for your damn interests. That's not what y'all do. Y'all want to do all this. You black, I'm black, everybody black. Nah. So you think that we supposed to follow behind a motherfucker that ain't even faithful to his wife, right? That other motherfucker who ain't faithful to his wife. That other motherfucker that ain't faithful to his wife. Y'all got no problem with that. As soon as it's one of these regular, smegulars, everybody on TikTok gotta know. Oh, your man cheated on you. Your husband cheated on you. You could never. When you on these dumbass panels, that's all the fuck you talk about. Besides 50-50. Is, oh, I can't cheat. You can't cheat. Ain't that what Azor was just talking about when we watched that dumb shit the other day? Cheat. No cheating, don't cheat. No cheating, no cheat. Niggas in your face cheating, you okay with it. Oh, because of the Democrats. If y'all don't see that crazy ass cultish loyalty, you'll never fucking see it. Because as soon as you even look at a fucking woman, they on your ass. Say I'm lying. Shout out to Dolomite fan. Thank you, boo. He says, I'm looking for the upcoming softball interview on MSN Now by Simon Linebacker Sanders. Oh, is that she's still over there with Roland in his beard. Oh, my bad. Wife for damage control. I don't know. I have a feeling that he's just going to keep on going like ain't nobody's business, because he already knows that the Democrats are going to follow his ass and not hold him accountable. He don't have to do all that. He ain't gonna lose nothing. He got his YouTube. They still over there. He ain't losing no followers. They defended him in my comments, and clearly in Tim Black's, and Tasha K said the same thing. No, it's just y'all. It's just you all, you sassy straights, the black ones, all of y'all, but I'm talking to the black ones right now. You're the ones that have to have this standard that you can't break. But the people that they choose to listen to, let's be clear right now, y'all. Marriage is slavery. Y'all, all y'all do is cheat. Your preference is Becky. But listen to these people. Some of them have even brought illegitimate kids into the world. I digress on that. But that's who they choose to listen to. So in other words, misogyny, well, semi-misogyny here, but misogyny really isn't the problem. It just depends on who you are, and y'all ain't no good. That's just the bottom line. Okay, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, even though I tell you this all the time. Y'all just are not it. Y'all just are not it. Okay, you have the standard. You need to have the standard. They don't need to have the standard. That's why Jamal Brown can come out here talking about sell your stock, because he knows, they know that they got 92% at minimum. At minimum, they already know they got 92%. They don't have to have any standards. They're just going to continue to go on. And the people, the trolls would rather act like this is crazy to talk about this nigga. Fuck that nigga. And fuck you too if you don't like it. I don't give a fuck. He's a fucking cheater. So is Jamal, and so is DL motherfucking Hughley. And if that's who the hell y'all want to listen to, a bunch of motherfucking cheaters, you listen to them. I will not. Just like I won't listen to motherfuckers with pink hair, orange hair, blue hair, nose rings, throat rings, eyeball rings. Y'all listen to those crazy people. You follow those motherfuckers and be in the same damn place in another 4 years, because the only thing that gets y'all all riled up, and they know what to do because you're fucking predictable.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Going, you're being a racist! Racist!
And that's why the community has the problems that it does. Y'all can sit up here and start talking about all this white people shit all you want to, while all the people that I posted up to show you that they're full of shit and you're still following full of shit motherfuckers, those people ain't living around y'all. Those people ain't living around black people. They living around the same white people that they telling y'all that you need to be scared of. Remember Larry Reid said you need to go to Africa. Blacks, y'all need to leave and go to Africa. Larry Reid said so. Y'all know y'all listen to your black leaders, child. You know Ricky said that he's scared of white people and you should be scared of white people. Yeah, Ricky said that y'all gonna be put back in chains. Y'all about to become slaves. That's what your leaders told you, and you listen to them. Soon as one of these, you gonna listen to Leslie Jones say that marriage is fucking slavery, instead of finding one of these men over here who actually work, who actually are doing the damn thing to work to have something. Y'all listen to these motherfuckers as they take all the money that they getting, elevate themselves, live around the same white people you supposed to be scared of, and keep selling y'all the same bullshit. And y'all fall for this shit, hook, line, and sinker. Dummism all 2026. Anyway, moving on from this, because this nigga over here, okay? He just posted this, or 2 days ago. No blacks equals no win. Colors, do you hear this? All right. You hear this, right? Clyburn already on it. It says Clyburn warns Dems, spend more money on black voters or you will lose. Hey. So they gonna sit up here and tell you to your face yet again. What are you getting for your votes? Coloreds, blacks, FBAs, African Americans, ebonies, chocolates, pick a fucking name. I don't give a fuck. What you getting for your vote? Oh yeah, not allowed to ask for anything. Just follow the leader. Follow this nigga who cheated on his wife, okay? Let me read what he says. Black voters cannot keep being treated like the Democratic Party's automatic rescue plan while the party underfunds the very outreach, organizing, and black-owned media needed to turn those voters out. You know who the black-owned media is, don't you? I'll give you 3 guesses to who the black-owned media is. Jim Clyburn says black voters are essential to the Democratic Party, should be in the political mix early, and must never be taken for granted. Clyburn has spoken, you heard? Don't be taken for granted, child. Now, Joyless Reed and Rolly Roll said, don't vote for the DSA Democrats, vote for the Democrats that they want you to vote for. The old regime, the non-socialist Democrats is who they want you to vote for. You know, Clyburn got your man's up in office when he was losing yet again for the umpteenth time. Child Joe Biden.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Okay. Now you listen to your Joe Biden. He said you don't know what to do. You ain't black. You got that white man telling you that. So in one breath, this white man is okay. Over here, Cam's white man is okay. But all the white people down in Mississippi, they no good. No, don't forget, the black AG told y'all, fuck LeBron, get your eyes back on the prize, which is the Nolan Wells case. It continues. It says, Roland Martin makes the spending failure impossible to ignore. He says Democrats must invest 4 times as much. 4 times as much. Guess who's getting that? The black media. Who the hell do y'all think that is? It ain't me. He said 4 times as much money turning out black voters. He also points out that Cam's campaign raised more than $1 billion, while only $22 million went to black-owned media. Sounds like he's making a case for himself. Shout out to Rolly Roll, because y'all gonna fall for it. Y'all gonna fucking fall for it. You know who else it probably goes to? Ricky Smiley, because he on the radio. Steve Harvey, because he on the radio. D.L. Hughley, because he's on the radio. I don't know that for sure, but it would make sense, right? Remember Steve Harvey, we just saw him say, I'm gonna give her a lob. We don't ask her hard questions, we gotta get her in there. $1 billion and failed. And y'all gonna follow the failing team again? Child. This is not serious investment in the voters Democrats say they cannot win without. The warning is clear. Spend more on black voters, rebuild black political infrastructure, and fund black-owned media, or prepare to lose. Put that scare out there into y'all. Do Democrats truly value black voters, or do they only remember, do Democrats truly value black voters, or do they only remember them when election day is approaching? Well, I think we all know the answer to that. Y'all like it, I love it. Y'all like it, I love it. So now you got them both out here pointing to y'all. Y'all better do what your masters say. Now, they saying that it's the white people that was gonna tell you what to do and keep you in chains, but y'all, sounds like it's them. Trying to use the same scare tactics. This is the same shit. Every election cycle, catch on to any tragedy, any black male tragedy like they have, and they got a couple. It's working. Excuse me. Y'all out here about to lose your jobs, lose your livelihood, go to jail over some shit that ain't got shit to do with you. But you all in because Al and Ben said to do so. The amount of ease that it takes to get y'all to go is amazing. It's amazing. Anyway, I don't even care about these damn comments because nobody's gonna listen anyway. Y'all gonna do what you gonna do. Fuck it. So we might as well move on to the Bronx case with this lady and her son, Bonnie and Clyde, child. Mount Vernon official accused of driving son from Bronx GANG shooting scene. She a good mama.
Lackard went from Mount Vernon public safety to getaway driver.
Police arrested her and her son this morning. They say she drove the car for him after he shot at a rival gang member behind the Bronx criminal courthouse last week.
And today, that's where she went before a judge. Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles live there now with the details. Darla.
Mike and Sade, this shooting happened right behind this courthouse in the middle of the day at around noon in the afternoon.
Shout out to Sel. I saw that one. If they were on the sands allegedly and said it was Nolan, yeah, we saw that one. That's crazy. They trying though. They trying. Shout out to Cellulite in the building.
June 29th. And prosecutors say that 49-year-old Jennifer Lackard is accused of attempted murder, attempted assault. They say her son came in here for a court appearance, and instead of that, he's accused of a drive-by shooting.
49-year-old Jennifer Lackard,
Nice.
a now former deputy commissioner of public safety for Mount Vernon Police, entering a Bronx criminal courtroom, accused of participating in a wild drive-by shooting outside of the very same courthouse. Prosecutors detailing the allegations during the Tuesday afternoon arraignment.
Wait, she in the courthouse she used to work into? Oh, no.
Telling the court that the June 29th shooting is all captured on surveillance video. Lackard, her husband James, and son Chase are seen leaving their Soundview apartment that morning. Her 20-year-old son is an alleged gang member and had a court appearance for a gun charge that day. But when he arrived, prosecutors say he opened fire outside at rival gang members.
Goodbye.
Of getting behind the wheel and helping him flee the scene.
Prior to entering the courthouse, she's in front of this courthouse for a good approximately 5 minutes.
The city of Mount Vernon issuing a statement saying, effective immediately, the city of Mount Vernon has terminated Jennifer Lackard's employment. The allegations are unrelated to her duties.
Damn, they ain't even put her on administrative leave. They said fired. You the hell up out of here. They did a Donald Trump. You're fired.
And do not stem from any conduct associated with the department. Lackard appointed Deputy Commissioner of Wellness for the city in 2020 during the George Floyd protest and has been lauded for her advocacy work with...
What was this, DEI hire? Hold on. And it's low because it's low. That's not me.
Related to her duties and do not stem from any conduct associated with the department. Lackard appointed Deputy Commissioner of Wellness for the city in 2020 during the George Floyd protest.
Definitely a DEI hire. You heard that, right? She was hired during the George Floyd protest. Lord help your people.
Lackard appointed Deputy Commissioner of Wellness for the city in...
Deputy Commissioner of Wellness. What the fuck does that even mean? I'm the Deputy Commissioner of Wellness. Some made up shit. All these jobs was made up. I don't understand how y'all didn't know that. It was to appease the blacks during the riots. Oh my God. This is crazy. Kevin, thank you for the Silver Star. I appreciate you.
2020 during the George Floyd protest and has been lauded for her advocacy work with reentry programs, serving 2 terms on Community Board 9 in the Bronx.
Ms. Lackard has for 20 years dedicated her professional life to the health and healing of impacted communities.
Again, this afternoon, Jennifer Lackard pleading not guilty to this indictment. Her attorney did not speak after court, but in court says that the picture painted by prosecutors is completely different than her life and her career. Bail was set at $75,000, and she'll be back in court in September. Reporting live in...
I wonder if she's a part of the GANG, child. Let's go to this news report, and hopefully it's louder.
A very bizarre story in which a high-ranking police official, actually number 2 or number 3 in the Mount Vernon Police Department, is now charged with murder.
How is she number 2 and number 3 with that damn title?
Murder, attempted murder, and a bunch of other charges, also now connected with her son, who's being arraigned this afternoon. But for the very latest, we're going to go to the Bronx courthouse where our colleague and weekend anchor Arthur Chien is standing by. Arthur, bring us up to speed with what you can about this very, very bizarre story.
A very bizarre story because yesterday we knew that the mother was alleged to have helped plan out this alleged hit that took place right at this Bronx criminal courthouse on June 29th. While today, from the indictment papers that we read over, they're also looking for the father. They're saying that he assisted in this, he's alleged to have assisted in this attempted murder.
It's a family affair, y'all. It's a family affair.
As well, that all 3 of them, mother, father, and child, and son, who's 20 years old, were in it together. And what we were waiting for today actually just happened a short time ago. Let's show you a video of the arraignment. This is the 20-year-old son. Chase is the one who is accused
That's
of actually...
the son? That looks like the mama.
Pulling the trigger during this shooting. Now, prosecutors in this case today detailed not just what they have from surveillance cameras at this courthouse, but an investigation that went hours before they actually left their home and got in a car, detailing what the 20-year-old was wearing, who was sitting where in their car. They're driving a tan Chevy Pacifica, and basically mapped out their morning leading up to the shooting.
I'm about to shut this shit down, child. I am about to shut this shit down. So you over here on fucking video too. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all can't even in criminal right. You're at the damn courthouse and you just walking around and pull out the damn weapon. Use your own car. Goodbye. I'm just, child.
Talked about what he wore, a backpack that he had with him, the fact that he went into the courthouse apparently to scope something out. And then they talked about how that Chevy Pacifica with all 3 in there, the 2 parents and the son, circled this courthouse no fewer than 4 times continuously before the shooting actually taking place. We've isolated a part of the prosecution's case that was given in court today. Our camera was in there. This is what the prosecutor had to say.
After he's outside for a couple minutes, he then re-enters the rear passenger side of the vehicle. He closed the door. The van is then observed or captured on surveillance, making a left onto 162nd and towards Grant Avenue.
Now, you know they got cameras all up and through damn New York, so they're going to freaking just map them out. I forget that case we was watching the one time. They'll just follow the damn, where they went, where they dropped the car off or whatever. If they went home, whatever. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Once there, the rear passenger side, driver's side window is rolled down. and numerous shots are discharged from that window. And surveillance captured the arm of the individual holding the firearm, who we believe will be able to prove is the defendant, as the sleeve is a light gray a light gray sweater that person is wearing that's discharging the firearm. Multiple shots are fired in the direction of a group of individuals. This appears to be gang related, as one of the individuals that was in that group is a member of a rival set. And this defendant, our investigation has revealed, is a member of a gang as well. After the shooting, the vehicle then took off, and in the vicinity of 164 on College Avenue, we then observed the father, who was driving James Lacker, the vehicle during the time of the shooting, change seats with Jennifer Lacker, who then gets into the driver's seat, and the vehicle is then driven back to their residence at Boynton Avenue.
Oh, so they already are able to plot it all out. Damn, they ain't waste no time, because it ain't gonna take too long. These dummies, child, can't even criminal right.
Once at that location, prior to Jennifer Lacker and James Lacker pulling into the parking lot, surveillance captured the defendant now exiting out of that same van that was used to do the shooting, but now he's in a completely change of clothes. He now has on a white t-shirt, dark pants, dark shoes, but he still has the same backpack, and that backpack does appear to still be full. So it appears, based on our investigation, that he purposely brought a change of clothes, and that he changed his clothes post-shooting to evade police.
Yeah, that's the Bronx District Attorney's office detailing the whereabouts of that entire day of June 29th. Nobody was struck when he opened fire with his automatic weapon, but this has gotten a lot of attention in part because of his mother. Jennifer Lacker is 49, and she was, at least until yesterday, the deputy.
49 years old. 49 years old. Shout out to D in the building. He said, I love it. Let the dummies expose themselves. And they are, and they continue to.
Commissioner of the Mount Vernon Police Department in charge of running a wellness program there. She was fired yesterday upon news of
a wellness program. Some made up shit.
Her arrest, and now a source, law enforcement source tells Fox 5 they're looking for her husband, the father, James Lacker, as well. And as for Chase Lacker, the search warrant was executed yesterday. They recovered clothing and a backpack that they think is what he wore and what he had with him on June 29th. They also recovered a 45 caliber handgun. They say it is.
She over there smirking at the camera. She don't give a fuck. You see her over there smirking at the camera. She's like, she like Nino Brand. I'll be out by noon, or whatever he said in New Jack City.
Different from the one that was used in the shooting. Now, as for what would happen then, whether or not he faced bail, it was pointed out that while he has no convictions, he has concurrently 3 other gun cases pending in the city right now. He faces extensive time. He and his parents now face multiple felonies, including attempted murder, conspiracy, and weapons charges. On the attempted murder case alone, prosecutor said he faces up to 25 years in prison. They're very concerned about him being a danger to society, as well as such. A judge ordered that he be held without bail, and he'll be back here in Brooklyn Criminal Court on September 25th. But right now, he's been arraigned. The issue for law enforcement right now is locating his father, and it is believed, the source tells us, that he may have fled out of state, but they're following suit and then hope to be able to track him down. Antoine?
Arthur, was the defendant Chase, was he arraigned in person, or was this through closed circuit camera?
He was arraigned in person today. There was some talk yesterday about him needing medical attention and whether or not he needed crutches. So we were watching very closely to see if he was injured. And he walked into the courtroom on his own feet without being assisted. But he did show up. He said nothing except for the words, very, very low, said not guilty when asked how he pled to the charges, really a formality. But other than that, he had nothing to say.
And once again, you said that his mother, who was high-ranking in the department, she was relieved of her duties yesterday. Is that correct?
Yes, as soon as word got out of her arrest and details started coming out on this case, the Mount Vernon Police Department sent out a release saying that her employment had been terminated. Now, this does not answer questions about whether or not she was vetted properly. Her son seems to have had...
I'm pretty sure she wasn't vetted properly. All she had to do was be black. That's what DEI, black woman, DEI'd it up for some fake ass job.
Documented trouble with the law. There are also reports that the husband also has done federal time, and not sure what the.
Oh wow, good job vetting. You brought her in here with a husband that did federal time and a son that's in a GANG. Good job, New York.
Hiring standards are for the Mount Vernon Police Department, but certainly there are some people, even in law enforcement, who are wondering how she was able to get that deputy commissioner position.
Arthur, before you go, is it the understanding who was driving the getaway car, as prosecutors allege in this matter?
That's a great question, Antoine. And to answer the question, at one point, one parent was driving it, the mother was driving it, and at another point, the father took over. At the time of the shooting, prosecutors were very, very careful to detail who was sitting where in the car. They not only said that Chase was sitting in the backseat, but said that he was in the backseat on the driver's side. The window came down, and that's when he opened fire. And you know, Antoine, from reporting at any courthouse in the city, there are cameras everywhere. Every square inch.
Well, any idiot knows that, especially in New York. Hello, child, I cannot. Child, this is crazy. And it's just dumb, just straight dumb. But what do we expect, child? Criminals going criminal. Dummism all 2026 going into 2027 at this point. That is wild and crazy. I had another one, but I don't care because it's all stupid. It's all dumb and stupid. So if this is what you want to do and lose your life and your livelihood over some bullshit, then do it. We support it. We support it. There's so many people about to lose their jobs while they out here wilding over people that they don't even know because they think that's what you're supposed to do. I support it. I support it. Ashy Foot in the building. Thank you, boo. I can confirm the father ain't hiding out at me and Anton's players pad. Ashley knows nothing. Well, okay. We know I know how to scam. We do know that. Shout out to you and Lagos. Appreciate you, boo. D, thank you for another 2. He said if she bails out, the GANG is looking for her now. Listen, I don't know. Whatever. This is ridiculous damn list. Anyway. Let's get into Perez Hilton real quick and then into this Nolan crap. So over here on TikTok, this is the only person I could stand to listen to hear what she had to say about what was going on last night. I've heard a lot of different people talk about it today. So if you don't know, last night Perez Hilton was on TikTok Live and allegedly was trying to self-delete, having a nervous breakdown, a mental breakdown, some sort of a breakdown, wilding, crazy, drunk, HIGS, who knows? It could be all of the above, right? But they're saying that it's a disturbing video, so don't watch it. So allegedly he may have been self-cutting and then got red, you know what I'm saying, all over himself. But I'm gonna let her go ahead and explain. It sounds wild, absolutely crazy.
I was one of those people watching Perez Hilton live in real time tonight, okay? The video that everybody is dreading to watch, I was there in real time. And when I tell you that it did not seem like a psychosis, it did not seem like that man was spiraling out of control. It felt like he was possessed by something that was obviously not himself, okay? If you have been watching him for a while, then you know recently he went through a health scare. He came through it. He was giving his life over to Christ. Like he was really, changing. Now, all of a sudden, this is happening. Let me just tell you what was the scariest thing about the whole situation. I was on that live and I reported it at least 10 different times. And every single time, TikTok kept telling me that they did not see a violation, that nothing was wrong. This man said...
Child, they sure the TikTok is still not owned by the Chinese or the Asians or whatever? They said that they couldn't get it off. They couldn't get it to stop. And these social media platforms don't really play when it comes to some craziness like this. But they kept going. They allowed it to keep going.
Well, stood there and was self-harming himself for over 30 minutes. I'm talking about nude, a weapon, gore, blood everywhere. But they didn't see nothing was wrong with that. Let me just tell y'all, I never in imagined years would have imagined that I would ever pick up my phone, get on my TikTok app, and see the stuff that I seen tonight. All I can do is pray for him. I can't even get the images out of my mind. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. And I know anybody that watched that video or even was there in real time like me, I know that they are feeling the same way. Y'all, we got to pray for him because it's something going on with him behind that screen that a lot of us obviously don't know about. And here's the thing. It did not end when that TikTok live ended. That man barricaded himself inside of the house, and it was all over the news how police was trying to get in the house to save him from himself. And hopefully they were successful. Hopefully tomorrow we don't wake up to another TikTok influencer losing their damn life.
Child, y'all gotta pray for Perez. And you think they're gonna stay off of TikTok? You think they're gonna stay off of TikTok? I doubt it. It might get more popular, actually. Let me let Tasha talk about it because clearly she knows more, child.
Below the bar.
Oh, he's still alive too.
A lot of people didn't like him drawing.
And actually, he's got 3 kids. I knew he had a couple. Surrogacy, 3 kids.
I guess what looked like to be cocks on people's faces and combs, and they said he bullied a lot of celebrity white women, and I was shocked. At how a lot of people in that live was saying that this was his karma. Okay. Now, real quick, before we show what led up to him, getting to the hospital, I want to rewind it back a little bit. Okay. And so I'm sure if you're familiar with celebrity entertainment news culture, you know who Perez Hilton is. I mean, he's talked about me, he's discussed me or whatnot. And that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this as a mental health awareness. Just because somebody has a major platform doesn't mean that they're not at risk for a
everybody can listen to whoever they want, obviously. Right. But that man, look, I liked him when he was fat. And then all of a sudden he got skinny. He must have did one of the surgeries or something. And he's been weird looking ever since, child. I'm so superficial. If you look crazy, I'm not listening to you. It is what it is. I don't care. I don't care. It is what it is. If you look crazy, I'm not listening to you. But he just looked crazy. Why couldn't he get that shit fixed? You know what I mean? He was talking about Britney Spears. You remember Britney Spears went a little cuckoo way back when in the day. I think after she broke up with Justin Timberlake or something. Y'all remember that? Britney Spears out here just in front of the camera now, and that's not the Britney Spears of way back when. It's not the previous Britney Spears. So maybe he's not the previous whatever. Somebody said Ozempic. He took Ozempic. Maybe he took too much. Maybe there's a look, watch somebody say that this is a side effect of the jab. If he took the jab or these DRUGSs for weight loss are relatively new. Don't nobody know what the damn side effects could be. Listen, I told y'all, give me this shit from 30 plus years ago. Don't give me this new shit. Don't give me this new shit. Give me the old shit.
Psychosis, religious psychosis, a mental health breakdown. And I don't think it's anything to be laughed at all, because just because it's him and he happens to display a lot of his faults and vulnerability.
Tasha's skin is beautiful. Shout out to Tasha Cat.
And a lot of his low vibration as well as high vibration activity. He lives a lifestyle that a lot of people don't necessarily agree with, but he is still a person. And I knew that there was something wrong. When he had, I guess, ended up in the hospital. He didn't discuss with his followers as to what led him into the hospital. And he posted this video alerting his followers that he had just gotten out of the hospital and he had just seen God. Okay, like I said, trigger warning. Shet, go ahead and roll that first clip.
And I was very lucid. And ever since then, I've had such a connection to God. And I've been praying and praying every day. And I know that I'm alive and I'm home and I'm better every day because of God. So I'm so thankful. And I'm so...
Okay, so he had posted this after he had went in the hospital. A lot of people didn't know why he had went in the hospital, but apparently he had like a come to Jesus moment and said that if it wasn't for him seeing God and, I don't know, okay? He went right back to celebrity gossip like nothing happened, but he kind of did it with a twist. So here's like another video of him kind of talking about, I guess, his newfound relationship with God or whatnot. Go ahead and play this video as well, too. Like I said, trigger warning on all these videos. Go ahead.
It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer. And this Joyce Meyer Everyday Bible is actually the third Bible that I bought this week. The first Bible that I bought, the font was too small. I couldn't read it. I'm an old man. I just turned 48. The second Bible that I bought didn't resonate with me. The language, whichever version it was, it was hard to digest. Then my friend Aliyah, who's been an angel.
Yeah, let me just say something real quick, okay? First of all, shout out to everybody that is here. Hit the like button, hit the damn dislike button, subscribe if you are normal, okay? Being on the internet and doing this type of stuff is not for the faint of heart. So he making sure that he's calling himself the original influencer, which I know Perez from way back in the day. Like I said, when he was fat. Not that I really listened to him, but it's like, you know who he is, right? This shit can get on your nerves. It can get draining. It can get tiresome, boredom. It can absolutely affect your mentality. I can attest. That's why I stay away from the a bunch of kid stuff, a bunch of deletion of grandmothers and stuff like that. There was a time I used to talk about that as far as the kids is concerned in the beginning, and I'm like, nah, I can't do it. Because kids is getting taken up out of here every day by their parents, by their brothers, sisters, and aunties, cousins, and their whole family member. You think it would be more on the outside? It's more internally with the family. I leave that shit alone. Sometimes I talk about it. I gotta leave that shit alone, okay? Shit that have to do with elderly, I hate it. I can't stand it. I think that all those people that do that to the elderly and the kids should be put under the jail and taken the hell on up out of here. However, you want to look at that. That's how I think. But if you keep coming up here and you don't take a break and you think, because he was on, not on here, I don't know what he does now. I'm talking about way back when, talking about everything and everybody important. That's who people went to. If it wasn't him, it was Wendy Williams. You see where she's at right now. Now, a lot of her shit, I think, is maybe hereditary. I think it's called Hereditary. So who knows? It can be a lot. It can be a lot. So taking a break before you go crazy, taking a moment, going on a vacation, going outside. Like, these people do it every day. This day job. I go to work. So at least I go to work, allegedly, for about 8 hours a day. And you know, I don't know that these people feel like they can like do anything else because they got to be ready for the next big thing, for the next big thing, for the next big thing. That used to be a thing that could be usurped. But now that you got so many people on social media doing this stuff, he can't be the person that gets the big story. And I don't know. Violet says that he's got sepsis psychosis, which is, you know, whatever that is, he might have that. But I still also believe that you being up here trying to make sure that you are the person that exposes the next big thing, I'm sure it can be stressful. Child, I get to it when I get to it. That's how I look at it, child. We're going to get to it whenever I get to it. You can send me all the stuff that you want. There's just not enough time in my day in order to be able to cover every damn thing. If it get old, it's old. And we just going to have to pass by it. You know what I mean? I feel like these two have to, because that's what they do. They have to do it. They have to get it out. They have to put out videos and all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So he's been doing it a long ass time since Britney Spears was really popping. A long ass time. That shit could get to him. You see Tyrese, if y'all didn't see it, Tyrese is over there having a breakdown again. Now, he's not an influencer. I don't know what his problem is, but we know Tyrese that's been having issues, in my opinion, mentally for some time now. Child, get up off the damn internet and go live your damn life, child. Just go outside. When people say go outside, seriously, go outside. Shout out to AR. I see you, boo. Go outside, like not just walk outside, like go live your life. Go do something. Take a fucking break. This shit ain't going nowhere, because whatever it is today, it's going to be something else tomorrow. I promise you. I promise you there's going to be something else tomorrow. Allegedly, he had money issues as well. And I can't go through this whole Tasha video because I just don't have time. Because her and the black lady she about to bring on here talked about it. And I listened to them. They're not the only ones to do it anymore. Tasha got a big following. I don't know what he has anymore. I'm sure a lot of people have pushed into what he used to do. He allegedly had money issues and problems, so he ended up leaving Caladam to go to Florida and live with his mom with 3 kids. Then he took on 3 kids, surrogate kids. So that's why I'm like, if this shit happens, where the kids at? What happened to the kids? I mean, excuse me, obviously I haven't heard anything, so they must be okay. So do y'all just let him go home and be with the kids now? Does he just go home and just start rocking the babies? That's where I would be concerned with it. You know, he an adult, right? Adult's gonna adult. I'm glad nothing happened to the kids, okay? But now what's the next step? He's just gonna go back home like nothing has happened. He just showed him being sick in the hospital. Now he's home like nothing happened. I feel like he had something else happen. He just came home like nothing happened. If you ain't gonna take care of your issues ain't gonna go nowhere. That's really the bottom line at the end of the day. I'll let it play for a little bit more, but he just looks like a person who had some sort of weight loss surgery and just let it hang.
To me, suggested this version of the Bible, and I bought it. And this morning, I was reading about pruning, something that not only was I thinking of, but I was doing already.
Okay, so he's been putting up content like this recently, but he's also been talking about celebrity gossip. And I want you guys to stick around because I didn't know how to take what had just happened last night, and it put me in the mind frame of what Ariana Grande just, like her music that she just put out. Like, I'm trying to put this all together.
Oh yeah, there's some shit with Ariana Grande. Ariana looked like an actual skeleton when we see her now. That's not what she used to look like. That's not what, I mean, she was never a big girl or anything, but she looks like an actual skeleton. And he seemingly admires Ariana. Is Ariana 35 yet?
For you, okay? Because like I said, it's gruesome. And I'm trying to walk through it without, you guys, I don't know, being too much triggered by this. But like I said, I already put a trigger warning on it. But what happened last night on TikTok was a depiction of what Ariana Grande had posted in a music video about 14 days ago. She got a new song called Petals or whatnot. And there's a scene in there where she takes a chainsaw and it's like she's mutilating all of the Hollywood executives. And, she basically unalived them in the video. And then she's covered with with blood or whatnot, and she sits down and acts like nothing has happened. And all of this is because people shaming her.
You know what? I'm glad Tamara brought that up, because Ariana and that black lady have both looked crazy since they did that Wicked movie. So when like the girl that gave the first description of what happened talked about demon-like type of possessed behavior, I've never seen Wicked. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see nothing with a name like that. Okay. But you know, some of these things might get a hold of some people. And those two, I forget her name. What's the black lady's name? Is Ariana Grande and the black lady with the bald head that was in that damn play. And ever since they came out, they holding on to each other like they're twins. It seems that way. I'm not saying that about them, but some people, the way they look like they may have sold their souls or something. And we all know, like what's his name is not in Hollywood. I don't think Perez is like in Hollywood. Like he's not an actor. He's just a blogger. Maybe it's spiritual warfare. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, it's a Wizard of Oz retelling. It is? Oh, yeah, it is about the Wizard of Oz. Okay. Cynthia Irvin, that's her name. I forgot that's what it was. I pass on that. Pass. Just give me the old shit. Give me the black and white shit.
People talking about her body, people talking about her dating life, Hollywood executives judging her. And he's been reporting a lot on that. And I want to speak about that because it's sort of like how actors go into roles and they like, I don't know, simulate the character to the point where they forget about themselves. And Perez over the last, like I said, few weeks has been like really talking about Ariana Grande extra hard. He's seen all the messages and the comments that she's been getting and how she's been trying to hit back through her music. So she's hitting back at Hollywood. She's hitting back at the fans. She's hitting back at ex-boyfriends or whatnot. People are talking about visually how she looks. Can you put up that picture of Ariana Grande real quick? This is how Ariana.
Y'all look at that. That looked like a straight up skeleton, child. And remember, the camera puts pounds on you. So this is pounds on her, y'all. It's probably been years now, or at least a year now, since her and that lady be looking all skinny and hugging and touching on each other.
Ariana Grande looks right now, and she's having to work. You know, I don't know why she's having to work, but it feels to me that she's in an Elvis Presley-like situation, that she's having to work despite her being visually off. Okay? I was told by a source that works in the industry that she is allegedly, I guess, suffering from anorexia. And all of this is because of all of the pressure that—
What? Because of what happened last night, global tyranny, or beforehand? Did he have his kids removed? Because what they said is that him, the kids, and the mom went to Florida because he couldn't afford, allegedly, California any longer. So the kids are not with him at all? And no, Nicole, he doesn't have a partner as far as I can tell.
That she's been under, trying to be marketable, trying to be sellable, and trying to pay her bills.
That is true. That is true.
And so, you know, anorexia, bulimia,
Yo, y'all, this stuff can be something. That is right. What Big Boy just said. Global Tyranny said before this happened, so that could be having an effect as well. Wow. Yeah, he said he was raised in Florida, but he hasn't been there since he was 18 years old. Wow. Wow, y'all. Hollywood can have itself, okay? It can have itself.
That's another form of, like, you know, crying for help, self-mutilating yourself, cutting of the arm. He, unfortunately, last night on a TikTok video, severed his whole body. He's alive. I do want to say that. Perez Hilton is alive. His team did put out a statement.
Well, if the kids was taken away, clearly that was the best thing that could have been done. Because y'all know we hear some crazy ass shit around here. I'm just saying. Tethers Dookie outside. Goodbye. But thank you for the gold coin. I appreciate you.
Saying thank you so much for the prayers, but he just wants some privacy. And I was just like, y'all, that should have, I don't think that should have taken place at all. And that should have been done if he wanted to do that in private. You don't come out here asking for privacy after
Jim, and the effort that you put in with your faith, reading the Bible, going to church, that's work. And the harder you work at things, the more results and rewards you.
But you see, he's still on the internet doing this, right? Sharing this on the internet, his faith, and you know, it's fine, of course, but he gotta keep staying on here, keep being on here, y'all. A lot of the times, like I'm chilling right now, but we are on, okay? And coming off sometimes, like when we get off of this mic, and sometimes if it be my husband, or if I go to the gym and see somebody, they'd be like, what is wrong with you? I gotta come down from that, right? it's not too crazy, but I gotta be mindful of that. And I just be like, I be going to eat. So I go eat. Y'all know when I'm done, I go eat all time. Or I go out and go to Dollar General on the weekend and stuff like that. If you're always on, how do you ever come off? That's the thing too. We up here, we animated, we trying to entertain and stuff like that. I'm sure Tasha K ain't like this when she home with her husband. You know what I mean? So those are things that, a lot of people don't understand when you up here doing this stuff as well. Shout out to Trey. Thank you for the happy poop. I appreciate you, boo.
Get.
All right, so this is content that he posted leading up to what happened last night on TikTok Live, okay? So he's been showing signs of an extreme mental breakdown. And ain't nobody, I don't know, called to check.
I mean, you can say now, what is it called? When you look back, Monday morning quarterbacking or whatever. But this is what he been looking like for a while. He been sick. Clearly, people knew that. People were still tuning into him. So you kind of can Monday quarterback now, but if this is who he is when he's online, and this is who he is when he's online, I don't know. I don't watch him. D, thank you, boo. He said Judy Garland was systemically starved by the studio for her Dorothy role. The same is happening here with Ariana. What? A real way to pay homage. Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't even think she was that skinny, meaning Judy Garland. I mean, maybe for the time. Interesting. I didn't know that. All right, let me just fast forward this a little bit. Like, she got a lot of clips of him.
And here's a video of him talking about moving to Miami. Take a look at this video.
Hello world, it is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and I'm back home. My children, mother, and I are now residents of Miami, Florida. And I have not lived here since I was 18 years old. I'm so excited for this new chapter in our lives, and I'm so hungry.
All right, so
that's where I got that from. Tethers, thank you for the silver star. Appreciate you. Hindsight, yes, thank you, boo. Appreciate you. Shout out to Uncle Rick. This is crazy. This is like literally crazy.
He is moving to Miami, and before we bring in our special guest, because we got a special guest, we got another blogger, Queen, the true Queen. Okay, Michelle A.T. Alien. I do want to show a clip of the aftermath of the
Sheriff's Office has not confirmed that with us tonight. Breaking news that we brought to you at the top of our newscast. A person was being seen taken into an ambulance moments ago outside of a home in Southwest Miami-Dade. The Sheriff's Office says that a man was inside the home live streaming acts of self-harm on social media. A couple of neighbors are telling us that the man inside the home is celebrity entertainment blogger Perez Hilton, but the Sheriff's Office has not confirmed that with us tonight.
All right, so we saw it. We didn't need no confirmation. And for those that were on that live, I'm sorry that you had to see that. And I just wish that, I don't know, we had better tools. Just like how this phone can recognize my face. And if it's not my face, they don't let me in. I wish social media could, I wish the phones could be able to pick up that there's blood all over the face. Please don't let it go live. But apparently we haven't gotten to that technology phase yet. But listen, I couldn't cover any of these topics.
Well, be careful what you ask for, because then everybody will be complaining about that. Anyway, so that's really nothing more. She's gonna talk to this lady. I basically watched it and told y'all what it was, so that's what it is. I like he said, he said that he moved there with the kids, so if the kids are not with him, then that obviously is a good thing. So they must be out of harm's way. All right, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Anyway, so we're going to move on to this Nolan stuff. Nolan Wells update. It's been a long time. Let me see. Let's go here. Teslin Figaro and Revolt News is reporting that Nolan Wells' mom, Christine Wells Wansley, and attorney Ben Crump fight back against nursing board complaints. So I guess, remember when we were looking at the ratings of her on her medical page? She's a nurse practitioner, and they were out there saying, giving her a 1 rating out of 5 and stuff like that. And so I guess they went and made nursing board complaints. Now, I'm pretty sure that the comments are going to say what I'm sure they're going to say is that that's racist and they shouldn't do it. But I want to know if those same people had the same thoughts with all the people where we were listening to the recording on Pascal's show, talking about they're going to go get those people, they need to die, and what they was going to do. You think that was the same response? I got a feeling it wasn't. Let me see what else it says. Attorney Ben Crump issued a statement after Christine Wells Wansley, the mother of Nolan Wells, was notified that the Mississippi Board of Nursing has opened a professional misconduct investigation against her based on a complaint filed by an anonymous person. I'm not about to read all that. It looks like it just says it's from Ben Crump, and he issued a statement about the nursing board complaint. Okay. So Teslin writes, Attorney Ben Crump issued a statement after Christine Wansley was notified that the Mississippi Board of Nursing opened a professional misconduct investigation against her based on a complaint filed by an anonymous person. As she continues to grieve her son and seek answers, she is now also forced to defend her professional record. No family should accept that, and no institution should tolerate, says the statement. I tell you what, it's always a problem once the tables turn. This comment says, as a healthcare professional, it'll be interesting to know when the complaint was filed, by whom, when was this person seen as a patient at the practice? Was the grievance ever documented prior to her son's passing? And these are just formality questions. And if it's determined the person was never a patient, they need to be sued for defamation. Start treating these people the way they want to be treated. Now, when it comes to the other way around, they don't have this type of energy, though. That's what I don't understand. So this is what these Nolan Wells people, Christine Wansley supporters think. We can do whatever we want. You should take it. We can do and say whatever we want because we want justice, and we know that you racists did this, and you all need to sit here and take it and shut up and deal with it and be quiet because you are the problem. Soon as these people say we're gonna sue you, it's racist. Look how they do. Well, y'all are doing the same thing. I don't disagree. If it comes to be some bullshit, they should be sued, just like they're suing for defamation because of the things that these bloggers are saying and what Ben Crump is putting out here. Because allegedly, they're going to sue Ben Crump. Allegedly, we shall see. But I know that the hating hoes and the blacks is going to be upset because I'm saying, well, wait a minute, because I'm thinking logically. You can't say don't do it when you're doing the same damn thing. So as they've taken down 3 people so far, not taking them down, cease and desist for 1, and I think 2 arrests for another, while y'all out here are wilding and cutting for people that wouldn't do it for you, about to lose your livelihood, about to lose your jobs, about to go to jail, about to get sued. I hope it's all worth it. I hope it's all worth it. Anyway, it says, why file it anonymously? They're working overtime to distract her from getting justice for her son. How does this distract her from getting justice from her son, Bueller? None of that is stopping. None of that is stopping. What are we talking about, child? People just be saying shit that don't make no damn sense. I ain't reading all that. That one says, first of all, a complaint against your license can't be anonymous. You have to provide proof of service for allegations. Now all these people is lawyers, child. You know, they all know everything. I can't imagine losing my child and then also having to deal with attacks from people upset. I want answers on when my son's life has ended. Do you see how they just try to normalize this shit? We just asking questions. No, that's not what's going on. All this conjecture, all this carrying on is all nothing because who is actually doing the investigation ain't sent out shit. But all these people are saying this shit. All these people are attacking other people. They're in the chat right now, calling me names. Because I don't agree with what the fuck you say. Like, how much sense does that make? Can't have your own mind, y'all. Don't forget, you cannot have your own mind. You cannot ask questions. When you black, you got to go along with the blacks, right, Tadisha? Whatever the black said, you got to go with them, even though it makes no sense. That's how you got people with a long recording of people threatening those people. Then all of a sudden, when you get taken down or somebody arrests you or you get a lawsuit on you, then it's going to be racism. No, it's dummism. It's dummism. All this going out for people that you don't even know that wouldn't do it for you, while all you can do right now is give an opinion and wait. Your opinion is yours, theirs is theirs, mine is mine, but y'all don't know how to handle it when someone else is not going along with your bullshit. That's not how life works. If y'all want to be hive-minded the fuck up. If you want to listen to this nigga, the way he enunciates and speaks and the things that he says, go right the fuck ahead. Ain't nobody stopping you. I don't give a fuck. But y'all, you can't bully the whole fucking world. It don't work like that. And then when your ass gets caught for what it is that y'all are doing, no empathy and no sympathy. You can open up your GoFundMe's all you want to. You won't get the 800. Now that I said it, let's go ahead and take a look at the GoFundMe today. Hold on. GoFundMe. Because, you know, the white people can't get a go send go or whatever it's called because that's racist. But the black people can, and that's not racist. 97% to gold today, 822.4. Trying to get to the $850,000 goal. They gonna get there, okay? They gonna get there. Maybe by this time next week. Shout out to them. Anyway,
This is amazing.
Let's go over here to Tatum. Because now, you know, everybody's upset that Tatum had the nerve and the audacity to go and interview those white boys. Shout out to White People Wednesday. The nerve and the audacity for him to go and interview those white boys. But y'all, I thought y'all wanted answers. I'd be so confused when y'all want answers and you said they got the answers and then he goes and talks to them and you're mad that he went and talked to them and they talked. Like, make it make sense. Ms. Walmsley don't want to hear what they have to say. I thought you wanted to hear from them. So now they talk, but you just don't like the person that they talk to. But your man's a civil rights attorney didn't go talk to him or send one of his white men down there to go talk to them. They've talked to the law down there. Everybody, 60 plus people didn't talk to the law down there. The autopsy is back. Waiting on toxicology. I just got a feeling, y'all. I could be wrong. I just got a feeling that if the toxicology and the autopsy don't go the way that the colored community wanted to, all hell is gonna break loose then. Allegedly. I'm just saying. We watched some Water last week. Water don't play. And you know what else doesn't play? Not only does Water not discriminate, neither does Fire. Because Fire is a bitch too, y'all. Fire is a bitch too. Don't play when people don't have smoke detectors or we hear them beeping. It's just like, y'all are crazy. Y'all gonna need as much time as possible to get out, especially with the fire, because you know what actually kills you is the smoke. That's really what really kills you is the smoke. I used to work with firefighters, so I know that stuff too. But anyway, so Tatum put this up. It was an hour ago, so it's probably 3 hours ago. It says, massive news. Attorney J. Tyler Cox, who represents 3 of the Mississippi boys, tells me he has brought in one of the nation's leading defamation attorneys, Edward Andrew Paltzik. We're gonna look at him in a second. To represent the young men who have been relentlessly targeted with accusations surrounding the death of their friend Nolan Wells. Paltzik's resume includes representing President Donald Trump in nationally prominent legal battles against major media organizations, including CBS Paramount, the New York Times, and the BBC. The BBC, oh, the one in England, my bad. The UK. With Paltzik joining Cox, Lord have mercy, they just want me to trip up over here. With Paltzik joining Cox, the message is unmistakable. Anyone who continues spreading reckless and damaging allegations about these young men should be prepared to defend those claims in court. Instead of being left alone to mourn Nolan, these young men have been forced to fight for their reputation and future. That fight requires serious resources. Come and defend them, and I'll send you the link to support their legal fund. Oh, Tatum is helping them get more money. These families are no longer leaving their names at the mercy of the online mob. They now have one of America's most formidable defamation attorneys in their corner. And in my opinion, the people responsible for pushing these allegations are about to learn why we have a court system. In the words of attorney J. Tyler Cox, we ball. Okay. Let me look up this other dude. Hold on. Let me look it up over here. Policy.
Thanks for the tip.
What is his name? Edward Andrew Paltzik. Eddie. That ain't him, is it? Oh, maybe it is him. This is Eddie, child. This is Eddie. Thank you, Philip, for the super sticker. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you for being here. This is, let me see, images. I think this is him. President-elect Donald Trump's lawyer, Edward Andrew Paltzik, issued a letter to the New York, whatever. Edward Polsick. All right, he's bold, which is fine. But yeah, that's him. They said they're gonna get Eddie. There's no updates on here. That's his LinkedIn and his LinkedIn. And nothing, no new news on. Oh, right here. No. Lord, coming on the X is tough. Oh, okay. This is the same thing that Tatum just put. Somebody reposted, said Edward Andrew Polsick is a great attorney, the best in the defamation business. Oh, so he's specifically in the defamation business. Woo! Lord have mercy on these people. All right. So that's what's going on with Polsick. So if I'm not mistaken, they raised over their $200,000 goal. I can't find it. I don't understand give, go, send, or whatever it's called. But I saw allegedly that they raised over 200,000. So I think they raised it. And of course that's being called racism, even though the Wamsleys did the same damn thing. Right at the funeral, when the funeral was the pep rally funeral, it raised up to the 850. And I honestly expect it to be raised again, but whatever, we'll see. Anyway, I wanted to listen to Jason Whitlock, because he says he has some girl on here talking about Nolan Wells' friend Sue Ben Crump. Now, I didn't realize that they were going to sue Ben Crump. That's what he's saying. I don't know if it's true. It says the evidence is in. So he has some girl on here, and I'm not about to listen to 43 minutes of it, but I want to hear what they have to say.
We're finally getting to the point where we're actually going to see perhaps revenge taken against Ben Crump, the online idiots that have been trying to smear the reputations, the names, the reputations of these kids that were friends with Nolan Wells, who went out to Horns Island with Nolan Wells, and now they find themselves targets of harassment, of online harassment, real harassment, threats towards them and their family and their friends and anyone associated with them, because Ben Crump and the Nolan Wells family, mother and father, have gone on a marketing circus campaign, GiveSend Go GoFundMe campaign, raising money for a crime that has never at all been proven, given any real evidence or credence. They're doing it off of speculation and harming people while they're doing it. Young kids who went out boating and partying with Nolan Wells. And maybe there is some shocking evidence that at some point will be revealed that says, no, this was a cold-blooded murder. It wasn't just another kid on a boat with alcohol and with partying who drowned. This happens every spring and summer across America.
Can we just think for a second, though? I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. But if we take our context clues, right? The Cajun people, I think it was, who brought the body out of the water, said before all this hoopla started that there was no damages to his body, no bruises, no wounds, nothing, right? There was nothing. They said that physically. Then Ben Crump came in and all that changed. So if there's no like punctures, I should call it, or bruising or anything like that, and the odds are there was no fight. The odds are that there was no fight. I think that's why normal people are thinking it was probably a drowning. We see in pictures that these kids were drinking. Again, I can tell you for a fact it's hot as hell that day. Very humid. You'd like drip off your body, humid. Outside all day. Allegedly drinking all day. I'm not saying nothing about nobody doing nothing else. I mean, I know it's weird that 18-year-olds and 19-year-old males might be out drinking on a holiday, when allegedly in Mississippi, somebody said that it's true, you can drink in the presence of adults. That's what they say, okay? But if it comes out to actually be that, I don't think that we've heard about the tide yet either, y'all. I don't think we've heard anything about the tide, the tide of the water and how it was, the currents or anything like that. Because like I said, it makes a difference. Knowing how to swim is survival. But if the water don't give a damn about you at plenty of times. The water, you're going to lose against water a lot of the times. Unfortunately, in the open water, I'm thinking, right?
No, this isn't that. This is some sort of amazing whodunit, amazing racial crime. It's Mississippi Burning 2.0. It's Emmett Till 2.0. And finally, the chickens, I believe, are going to come home to roost because these kids and their parents have had it and are taking actions and taking steps to make Ben Crump and the other co-conspirators pay a price. Sarah Fields, one of the best journalists, independent journalists we have in America, she operates mostly, she wants to hear Sarah Fields, some questions, and then get to the major announcement.
Let's wait a little bit on the major announcement, because I think one of the best things to do is to start off with a timeline of what actually happened that day that's been provided to me, because as you know, I'm in direct communication with the attorneys and the families, and they want to make sure that the truth is heard. What's really sad about this is that this is a tragedy, but it is being made into a much worse tragedy by turning it into an all-out witch hunt on these boys who had, according to them, had nothing to do with what happened to Nolan. And the evidence points to them being completely innocent. And so this has turned into a witch hunt on Nolan's friends. It's really heartbreaking to watch it happen. And so my entire job on this entire case has literally just been combating all of the misinformation that's been put out onto social media so far. So what I'd really like to start with is a timeline.
We can start there. We can start there.
Yeah.
Let me add this little touch, because what you just described sounds very similar to the work you did on the Carmelo Anthony case. There's these flood of lies, and you just spent all day debunking them. And these cases have similar narratives in that regard.
They do. It's actually really heartbreaking. I refer to it as Carmelo Anthony 2.0. The only difference is that with Carmelo Anthony case, there was an actual murderer. And what's really sad is that I'm watching the same pattern with the same exact activists involved with this case. So it's
because we've seen this before. And I think Carmelo has a court date, if I'm not mistaken, this month, y'all. I think it might be 2. So that's about to pipe everybody back up too soon enough.
The same exact people who targeted the witnesses who saw the murder of Austin Metcalf. And they're the same ones who targeted these witnesses, doxed these witnesses, tried to smear them and make up a bunch of lies and tried to say that Carmelo was bullied and there was a fight and he was beaten. And, you know, they targeted these witnesses relentlessly. And then in turn, of course, as you know, they targeted me for reporting the truth. And there was, you know, race baiters such as Dominique Alexander and multiple other people that I'm actually in the process of civilly suing, suing in civil court now. So yes, but when this happened after July 4th, I saw the same exact people who were involved in the Carmelo Anthony case, the same exact race baiters and activists and social media commentators, whatever you want to call it, bad actors on social media, now go after the friends of Nolan Wells. And it's really heartbreaking to watch. It's really sad. And it's a pattern. It's the same thing. The only difference also, besides the fact that Carmelo Anthony has been convicted of murder, is that Ben Crump is involved in this case. He wouldn't touch Carmelo Anthony's case.
Oh, really?
So, Ben Crump was not involved in Carmelo
I know
Anthony's.
He wasn't involved, but are you sure he wouldn't have touched it? Because, sir, I know this probably isn't your
He had the baby shaking minister down there for the National Action Network
lane, but maybe it is your lane, because I find it humorous. Dominique Alexander and Ben Crump, I think they scored identical scores on the IQ test, both in the low 60s. And that seems to be a common denominator. It's like, you got to find someone dumb enough to play the race card and do it without a hint of evidence. You had it with Dominique Alexander in the Carmelo Anthony case, and now you have it with Ben Crump. I'm just wondering if Ben Crump wasn't given the opportunity to participate in the Carmelo Anthony stunt.
I don't know, because I think that if the Anthonys were given the opportunity to connect with Ben Crump, I think I can, and then I'm going to disappear and go off to the next case, which just seems to be his pattern so far.
All right, let's go through what you know about July 4th and what actually happened.
Okay, so I have some notes here in front of me that have been provided to me. I'm not going to go into, it's very detailed, so I'm just going to give a rundown of starting here where it says Warren Hudson, which is one of the 3 boys that is involved in this case right now. Warren Hudson last laid eyes on Nolan Wells at approximately 3 p.m. while the entire group, along with all the other beachgoers, were on Horn Island. Warren saw Nolan wading in the water with Katie, holding each other. And this was the last time that Warren saw Nolan with his own eyes. Nolan was happy and seemed to be enjoying himself. Shortly thereafter, while stationary, one of the boats that the group traveled on to Horn Island began to take in water. One of the group members discovered that there was a bilge pump issue. Warren Hudson tried to fix the issue, but was unsuccessful. And as his head is down working on the bilge pump, he hears another group member attempt to gather everyone on the boat to leave the island before the boat takes on too much water. The boat was in danger of sinking, and Nolan Wells refused to come aboard. He wanted to stay on the island with other boaters and Katie. Again, at this time, it is estimated that there were approximately 2,000 people on Horn Island. He was not left alone. Nolan Wells was not even the only group member that stayed behind. And we actually now have established that there were pictures taken after the boys had left on the boat. There were pictures taken on the island with Nolan. So we already have a timeline established, and we know that Nolan did not get on the boat. At 4:28 p.m. on July 4th, in an attempt to keep the boat from sinking, Warren Hudson and other group members left Horn Island without Nolan and others. The group had to have one of the other boats that brought them there tow them back to shore. Nolan's phone and flip-flops were still on the boat when the group left the island. And we've also established with lots of people who frequent Horn Island that this was a normal practice to leave your shoes and your cell phone on the boat because, of course, you know, it's water and it's salt water and you don't want your phone getting ruined by the elements. Let's see, this fact has been verified by Eyewitness and Life 360 tracking services, which have been given to authorities. At approximately 4:49 p.m., a member of the group called SEATOW, that's SEATOW, due to the boat's motor issues, the group was unsuccessful at getting SEATOW to tow the boat back to shore, so they continued to have the other boat tow it. Authorities have heard that recorded call and have had a copy of the call. It took approximately an hour and a half to get back to land due to the issues of the boat. At 6:01 p.m., and this is also where a lot of people are spreading so much misinformation. At 6:01 p.m. on July 4th, the group docked the boat and made it back on shore. Once back on land, Nolan's phone was put in one of the group members' vehicle, where it stayed untouched until given to Christine Wells. Rumors have circulated that information or data was deleted from Nolan's phone. This is completely untrue. A few hours later, Warren...
Well, no one can definitely confirm or deny that, okay? She allegedly has contacted, I think, the people to look at the phone because... you don't know if they did or didn't, or somebody did or somebody didn't. Let the damn phone company tell us and then let us know what the damn messages were. And don't let it be no naked pictures or anything like that. You just never know.
And asked other members of the group if anyone has heard from Nolan. None had. Warren called and texted other friends that were on the island earlier that day about Nolan's location, but no one he had spoke to had any information about Nolan's whereabouts. This was also confirmed when Brandon Tatum interviewed Warren. At 11:07 p.m., Warren personally called Nolan's mother, Christine Wells. Warren, concerned for his friend, asked Christine if Nolan had come home, and Christine confirmed that he did not. Warren let her know that Nolan's phone was in the vehicle mentioned earlier. And at 11:13 p.m., Warren personally called the Coast Guard to inform them about the situation and to get help locating Nolan. Warren was on the phone with the Coast Guard for 21 minutes. Warren gave the Coast Guard a full description of Nolan, what he was wearing, his last known whereabouts, what time the group left, the number of people on the island, the type of boats the groups were on, and a full timeline of events. Around 12:30 a.m. in the early morning hours of July 5th, people arrived and entered Jax Pateo's family's home. And then at 10:30 the next morning, Warren and a group of others went back to the island to look for Nolan and the individuals. There were multiple individuals on this boat. There were also, once they got to the island, there was DMR, helicopters, planes, and other boats that had joined the search party. And I'm sure many of you know what happened after that when Nolan was later found on the 6th. But that is the timeline of events. There has been so many lies spread about Warren and Jax and Morgan. These are the three boys that are being represented as of now. And it's really heartbreaking, honestly, to watch because Warren's mother has been threatened with a bomb. Someone said that they were going to set a bomb off in her office.
Oh, that's the person that got arrested already. The person that did the bomb threat. So
that person has been arrested. There's been 2 other federal arrests when it comes to threats on the families and on the boys. And there might be a 4th one coming soon because there was yet another death threat on the boys' fundraiser yesterday.
This sounds like...
So they wrote their names down wrote down on the fundraiser. Child. You can't make it up.
This sounds like super fertile territory for a lawsuit because I think it's real clear to argue that if Ben Crump hadn't come in and had these high-profile, sensationalized press conferences, would there be the bomb threats? Would there be he put a target on virtually everybody white in that area, but particularly these 3 young boys and their families.
I thought it was 4
families. And you can see the direct results of that their life has been turned into a nightmare. And there's a likely chance that they did nothing wrong. And Ben Crump and Christine Wells and Elmore Wells or Elmore Wansley, they seem very comfortable with like, hey, we lost our child. And so if the rest of you all's life becomes a nightmare, no matter how innocent or guilty you may be, we're fine with it. This seems...
Yeah, and I don't blame the Wamsleys necessarily. I'm thinking about the people on social media that are wilding. That's not their fault. The rest of it maybe, but for the people that's wilding like on YouTube and on these other platforms, that's on them. They ain't got nothing to do with Ben Crump. They ain't got nothing to do with Wamsleys. They ain't got nothing to do with but them. They should know better, and that's why I'm like, this whole case is basically, in my opinion, ruined the fact that YouTube particularly was considered to be a space and a place where you could get some news, maybe the news that you want where you want it, but it was pretty much independent news that you could count on. You can't even count on that anymore. It's out the window now with all this, because people are so fucking biased, taking on trauma of somebody else's, trying to be aligned to something that ain't aligned to you, that's now been ruined. I'm sorry, y'all. I really do believe that. You can't believe anybody. You can't believe anybody. There's too many people that's freaking lying. And Ringo went over last night, this morning, whenever, because child, he been on a lot. All the people, not all of them, but people that he's seen, that's basically lying just because, 1, because this is a hot story, 2, because of the money, of course, 3, because of the attention, 4, because of the growth. And I don't doubt that whatsoever. Just out here saying shit so that they can get more people. I still don't understand how people can be listening to Frigidaire and caricature. I just don't get it. Yeah, it's like reality TV, but not the good reality TV. Honestly, it's ruined. It's ruined.
Real easy to identify the bad guys in this situation.
Yes, it is. Not once has Ben Crump or Al Sharpton or Christine ever made a stand or said that we feel like this is wrong, what is happening to these boys. Christine has not said anything about the fact that these boys have been targeted and their lives have been threatened.
They're absolutely right about this, okay? But no one points this out. This is really the first time I've heard somebody say this. They don't correct themselves. Ben put out that one picture that was clearly a lie. He didn't come out on it's still up, if I'm not mistaken. He didn't correct himself, nothing. He is gladly allowing everything to go the way that it does. That I do blame him for, right? He's the one that keeps saying they just want to know what happened to their kid. Okay, we all do, okay? You don't have to keep coming out here and saying this bullshit. Then the Emmett Till part, and it's Mississippi, and it's the Deep South, and Medgar Evers. Like, why are you saying all that? To get the colored community all riled up. They play their part every single time. Now they gonna be losing their jobs. They gonna be losing their livelihoods. They're the ones that's gonna get these defamation lawsuits. And then it's gonna be, well, what about me? Not thinking, not forward thinking. It's so busy trying to know that you're right. And even when we've heard people say absolute lies, those people can be held accountable too. I'm not naming no names, but we have heard people absolutely come out of their face and lie about shit. No retractions. No, my bad. I was wrong. I apologize. Correction videos. None of that. And if anybody thinks that since they got that one guy his name sounded like a pina colada or something, ever since that they decided to do this, if people don't think that they haven't been searching their social medias, they're crazy. They're crazy.
You would think they would make some sort of statement like, hey, stop doing this. But in reality, what's actually happened is that they've lied. Christine lied about the boys contacting her or letting her know what had happened to her son. She tried to say that things had been deleted from Nolan's phone. And when in reality, she had said, well, maybe things were deleted because there's no way he wouldn't have taken pictures and so on and so forth. When he didn't have his phone was.
So if she was so in tune, going by what Michi X was saying, Michi X says that she don't believe that his mom was as involved in his life as she was. And honestly, that's not weird. He's 18, 19. He's in college. He's growing up. He's not 7. He's not 10. He is an adult. He is an adult. So he's making moves. He's hanging with his friends. He's drinking. He's partying. That's not weird. So for people to try to act like that's weird, you're weird if you think that that's some weird shit. So if he does have something on his phone, a girl here, a girl there, something inappropriate. So y'all think that would be weird? I don't think that would be weird. You can't just come out here and say that somebody deleted something off of the phone and then insinuate it's them boys. And like somebody said a second ago, well, when they get the damn password? When did they get into the phone? Any of y'all giving up passwords, child? Are y'all giving up passwords to your besties? Bueller. Are y'all giving up passwords to y'all's friends? Bueller. Odds are that's not what's happening. Odds are that's not what's happening. And as we see, as we're learning, if we're really learning, that they're sitting in water like we see, who holding their phone while you're sitting in water? Bueller? Who is holding their phone or their keys or their shoes while they're sitting there in water? It was hot AF there. Like nobody is thinking because they so badly to want to plant this on white people for some reason. No thoughts seemingly are coming through here.
On the boat. She's done nothing to help protect these kids. In fact, it's been made 10 times worse, and she's allowed Ben Crump to also make things worse. Ben Crump, when I'm sure, I don't know if you saw, but in the press conference when he was reading off the results of the independent autopsy, you know what he's doing. When he said the throat was missing or whatever it was, he said the throat was missing and there were body parts missing. You could hear the gasps and the screams of the people in the audience, and he let them feel that emotional, like he made it seem as if it was something horrific and abnormal.
While people are still sitting around talking about, well, why ain't the throat there? Something happened, why ain't the throat there? Because they're not listening. Even that nigga explained that they're holding it because they're looking at it. And that's why the body parts on in there, because that's how an autopsy works. But they don't want to hear that. Nope, that means something. Nope, they hiding something. Nope, that's racism.
And then he went on to say, but this is actually normal process. And then he very quickly said that, and then he moved on. He knows what he's doing. He knows that he's creating a narrative. He knows that he's creating this sensationalism around, oh, there's something really nefarious going on, even though a lot of this is normal practice.
Yes.
And doesn't bother to make sure that everyone knows the facts that a lot of this is normal process. And he's playing on he's playing the race baiting game, and he's playing on, I hate to say it, but the low IQ of some of the people that follow him.
Yeah, he is a test. For if your IQ is above 70, he's hard to follow. I want to play just a little compilation of some of the threats that have been leveled, just so the audience is up to date about what we're talking about. Let's.
Noah Wells, son for a son. Justice for Noah Wells, son for a son. Justice for Noah Wells, son for a son.
Hello, am I speaking with Benjamin Hudson, mister?
Who's this?
You and your son gonna die, little bro, and your wife, for what y'all did. Yeah, no, answer the phone. You and your folks think y'all ass so smart, so slick, all these other dumb ass shit. Your son gonna get the worst of it, and he know it. He know it. Y'all ain't saying shit. Y'all can't say that. Y'all can't say y'all. But just know it coming. It real coming.
Don't try and run now, you bitch ass. Your son is a piece of shit, and he's about to get all the way fucked up. Don't run now, you bitch. Use a punk ass fucker just like your son, you fat. You, Kim, you guys are gonna get what the fuck's coming to you. I know you killed that little kid, man. You guys aren't shit. Your wife ain't shit. All you mother racist pieces of shit. All you motherfuckers.
I just.
So anybody think that the phone company can't trace them damn calls and figure out what number they called from, Bueller? Anybody think that they can't figure that out? Is anybody thinking? Does anybody use this thing between their ears and their head?
You know, I would find it hard to believe, except I have a Facebook account, and the things that people DM to me over Facebook that's attached to their real identity, it blows my mind. I mean, it's just like people are this type of stupid things that I get in my.
I want you to know that our kid who was in that photo, who has nothing to do with Nolan, didn't even know Nolan, has been targeted so relentlessly that he's had to delete his social media and change his phone number because of the death threats on him, and he has nothing to even do.
This is the picture that he put up there, insinuating that they were there with him at 1 a.m. in the morning or so on the night that Nolan disappeared. I don't think he ever corrected what he said. Ben Crump said that and put that shit up on his page. That was the week before. So clearly, you know, Nolan was comfortable around all these white people, and his mom was okay with it, right? Because she ain't saying nothing, right? But now all of a suddenly, everybody was racist and none of this stuff existed. Are we really acting like these people were not this young man's friend? Well, some people are. HMG, I appreciate you. He said, hey, auntie, I know Sarah Fields just had a baby, but she might be working with some. You know, they get thicker after a baby. Working with some. Okay, I'm going to get a head start. Dallas going to give me 50 lashes for this. Goodbye, sir. I've never heard of this woman before in my life.
Do with Nolan. He didn't even know Nolan. This is how awful these people are. Yesterday, there was a threat on the Give, Send, Go where a woman literally posted a whole paragraph, but part of it was, we will find you and we will kill you. And she left her full name and her full phone number across the top. Like we found her very quickly. And then I actually messaged her and said, I just want to confirm this is you. I'm a reporter, you know, writing this story. And she said, yes, it's me. She said a lot of other things too, that I won't say here, but this is how low IQ these people are. I also just want to make the point. A lot of people are saying, well, why aren't you reporting on the threats and the horrible things that they're sending to Christine and Nolan's family? I haven't seen anything like this being sent to their family. And this is also where it is kind of similar to the.
But that's where they have almost $850,000. They can go ahead and hire someone like the other ones did. Like, why is that weird? Why is that weird? Why don't they take the money and go hire a lawyer that will do the same as what they hired? Like, what are we talking about right now? They got money to do it. What are we talking about? This is the epitome, but white people do it too. It's foolish.
The Carmelo Anthony story, because a lot of people are like, well, why aren't you reporting on the threats to Carmelo Anthony's family? I didn't see any threats like this on Carmelo Anthony's family. All the threats were being directed towards the witnesses from their side. All the threats are being directed towards Nolan's friends from their side, from the people that Ben Crump has completely.
The fact that she's saying from their side, because it's this side and it's that side. This is gonna be an issue, y'all. I'm telling you. And it's a fucking election year, which is really what it really all comes down to at the end of the day. Shout out to you, sassy straights, the black ones. You know you ain't worth shit until you are a criminal or you are deceased. Thank you, Kofi. He said jail, straight to jail immediately. I agree. And you're going to be dumb enough to have your name and your phone number out there.
Brainwashed. The only thing that I have seen Christine Wells receive so far is a postcard sent to her home where it is a photo of her, Ben Crump, and Al Sharpton. And
that's not even a threat. We saw that with the money pointing from her to them or them to her. Like, that's some sort of I'm looking at that like, where's the threat? It's the fucking truth. This is money for them.
The Al Sharpton and Ben Crump, the pictures of Al Sharpton and Ben Crump have a $sign above their head. And it was clearly a message to her to say, look, these men are literally grifting off of the death of your son. It wasn't a death threat. It was an interesting way of letting someone know, hey, this is what is being done to you. You need to wake up. I do not condone sending anything to anyone's home at all, ever. But so far, that's all we've seen. All the death threats, all the horrific voicemails, all the text messages, the arrests have all happened from their side.
Let me add this piece of context for my audience, and I apologize for having to do this, but I don't know if I apologize. I'm just keeping it real. Take the reaction I get over Facebook, over Instagram, sometimes over Twitter, but mostly it's Facebook and Instagram. I just got to keep it real. If someone is threatening me, if someone's calling me the N-word, if someone is calling me a big piece of doo-doo or whatever, 98 out of 100 times, it's a black person. So the picture shows up. Maybe it's white people framing black people, but
well, that's the same here. It's black people that be giving me a hard time. And the funny part about it is that it's always the same shit. You're a white supremacist, you're a coon, you hate yourself, you hate your. It's like, it's only y'all that do this shit. He's absolutely right. Very rarely, but there has been white people that talk smack and talk crazy. And if you're racist, I just get rid of you quick. But most of the comments that come that are negative are black people. So I love how, I'm supposed to just ignore that. And so if I'm like, all right, I got to do what I got to do, then I'm wrong. So everyone in the world is just supposed to allow any black person, just because they've allegedly been oppressed in slavery, just because of that, should be able to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Child, y'all are wild. Not y'all. Well, not most of y'all.
98% of the worst stuff I get, the threats and all that, it's from black people. And so you'll sit there, well, Jason, you criticize black people. And then I'll say, well, hold up. Have you not looked at all the heat I take for criticizing Caitlin Clark, for criticizing Erica Kirk? I get a lot of heat for that.
Tim Black trying to act like nobody has done anything or said anything about Erica Kirk, which is the biggest lie ever. Child, she is the most talked about white woman, looking crazy, acting crazy and weird at the same damn time. Oh, nobody did this to Erica Kirk. They still doing it to Erica Kirk. Shout out to Candace Owens.
I don't have white people threatening to kill me, though, over it. They may disagree with me and be supportive of Caitlin Clark, but they're just not making these types of violent threats and using this type of super harsh, because I look at this stuff and I go, how could you put your name on this? How? And it blows my mind. But there's a certain demographic that doesn't seem to have a problem with it. And so that may be why the Wells and her side aren't getting these types of threats, because the white people just don't tend to do that. They don't put those types of threats in writing or in voicemails. And so anyway, I just wanted to add that piece of context out. How is the Give, Send, Go going? How can people donate?
Yes, so I have linked it so many times on my social media. I don't have the link directly in front of me, but they have reached, I believe as of this morning, over 140,000, which is incredible. I believe it's wrong.
That's just being truthful. And so then, Luke, there's a different Give, Send, Go, I think, for the boys. For the boys. But anyway, continue.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Point if you want to. So this is the Give, Send, Go for the boys. We've reached over 140K, which is amazing. They're going to definitely need it, because they are, again, not only prepping to possibly have to defend themselves against a wrongful death suit, but they are also going after Ben Crump and all the bad actors online who have done nothing but threatened their lives, ran their names through the mud, and gone after their families. And it's time for them to stand up. It's time for America to stand up against Ben Crump. Honestly, we haven't seen anyone really do this yet. Ben Crump has been doing what he's been doing with no accountability, whatsoever. He's received obviously lots of criticism online, but as far as actually filing a defamation suit against him, one that really has legs, we haven't seen that happen yet. And so they have decided that they are fed up and they're done, and they are asking for your help in making sure that Ben Crump is finally held accountable for his actions.
Let's play this second shot. This is Ben Crump talking about the defamation case and calling it a distraction.
Identify yourself, please. New York Post.
Come here. Christine.
You see how fast he
we know about the question. We're ready for it. This attack and this threat to sue us and the family for defamation, it's a distraction. We're not distracted by it at all. It's about getting to the truth. That's what we want. And that's what we're focused on. We haven't done anything other than ask questions to get to the truth.
We haven't done anything. Really, sir? Really? 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 I don't think they said they was going to sue her. I think they said they're going to sue him.
Well, and that the truth, you know, TROOF, I think is different than truth. So maybe on Ben's standards, they've done nothing to try to get to the truth.
Right. Right. So let me address this. First of all, did you see how fast he moved over so fast? Come here.
Oh, are you mad at me? Oh, poor thing. Go cry somewhere else because we don't care. You mad? Oh, child, there's many black people that be worried about white people while they sitting up here hating white people. They surely do know what the fuck white people be doing. I don't give a fuck what white people are doing. No shade white people. I don't give a damn. I don't give one damn. But people like these trolls and these Ben Crump and them always worrying about white people. Always worrying about what white people do. Black women comparing themselves to white people all the time. But white people do it too. If that's where you stand, child, that's where you stand.
Like he wanted to appeal to emotion immediately. He wanted to come over and hold the photo of Nolan. Like, we're just trying to get to the truth. No, you're not. Because literally what you did from the very beginning, what Nolan's mother did from the very beginning was lie about his friends and further misinformation about them. Also, let's not forget that Brandon Tatum went to the island, talked to the boys to get the truth. Why would you not go straight to the sources, straight to the people who were with your son last to get to the truth? Instead, you have
that's just crazy talk. You mean go and talk to the people that were with Nolan last? What the hell is wrong with her? That don't make no sense.
Have created a narrative about them. Ben Crump has created a narrative about them by reposting misinformation online and furthering it to the point and how can you say you just want to get to the truth when you can literally, and it's a distraction? How can you call death threats on innocent kids a distraction? It's truly disgusting to me. And it's that in itself is proof that he needs to be held accountable. Something's got to give here.
Sarah, I want to be careful. I don't want to take you off into speculation land. I'll do that myself. But I've heard from enough people that I want to ask the question, handle it. If it's an unfair question, just pass and say, hey, I'm not going there. But I've heard people suggest that Nolan wasn't actually living with his mom and dad. And that
would that be weird if he was in college? Some people live at the campus, right? Like now all of a sudden it's weird that college kids live at the college. Wow. Okay.
To me, I give it some credibility because I find her reaction to her son's death bizarre and weird. It seems detached from real emotional pain, and it seems connected to, hey, I'm going to build a brand out of this. I'm going to travel the culture and travel the country and be a victim.
You were right at first. Travel the culture. Let me see if there's anything else. All right, no, not really. Because I'm going to go over here and stand as much as I can of this interview that he had with April Ryan. She's like a political commentator. Interesting, ain't it? I'm pretty sure she's D9 of some sort. Allegedly. It says Ben Crump on Nolan Wells. Wow, he's taking this everywhere, child. The questions nobody's asking. Okay, child.
Attorney Ben Crump, thank you so much for this time. I know you're inundated with so much. You're dealing with the Wisconsin case as well as what's happened in Mississippi. Could you give us an update on Mississippi as we're seeing so much on social media? The governor is making statements about you, particularly after the NAACP press conference detailing the preliminary autopsy report, independent autopsy report of Nolan Wells.
Yes, ma'am. Well, obviously, we are refusing to be silent. We're refusing to let them just sweep Nolan's death under the rug, as the sheriff said at the very beginning, where we think there's no foul play. He said it on day one after any investigation. And so we said, as a black community, and me as the attorney representing Nolan Wells' family, said, no, we're not going to accept that you can come to a conclusion about this young black kid's life without even an investigation. I mean, he was the only black kid on the boat with 4 other white kids. They all come back safe.
Oh, now he's changing his tune. That's not what he said originally. Originally said he was the only black kid on the island. Oh, look at how Benny has changed it now.
He doesn't return. April, his body is washed up 2 days later, dead. His cell phone is in their possession. They don't call his mother with saying we got a cell phone. She has to do life.
They actually called the mother, so he's still lying. He's still lying. We know that he called the mom with the proof.
360 to find out
the mom didn't call them,
that the cell phone is with them. I mean, it's troubling on so many levels. What 18-year-old says, I'm going to stay behind, but don't get their cell phone? It doesn't even make sense.
He's just making shit up. Does this man even have kids, child? He's just out here talking. This is what I'm talking about. This man just out here talking. Child, he's definitely lawyering right now, just talking shit, and didn't freaking, this is not what he was saying in the beginning. He sounds crazy. What kid would? What kid would?
It's in 2020.
He's an adult. Let's be honest right now. It's her kid, but he was an adult.
26. And so we had to conduct private autopsy because the parents, I believe, rightfully so, to have trust issues with the state of Mississippi and law enforcement, especially after they were suggesting there's no foul play. And so we did the independent autopsy, and I announced the results in Chicago at the National NAACP convention with Christine and Elmore Wansley, Nolan Wells' mother and father. And we talked about what the United Cajun Navy had told to Nancy Grace, and it was reported in People magazine. Activists and investigators said were told the same thing, that Nolan was found face down, fully clothed. And so I said that is significant to us because if that's true, then when did he put on his shirt?
There he goes lying again when they said that they talking about he had his swim shorts on, the ones that we seen in the picture. He's just sitting here lying. This is probably good. I'm sure that they got this because it's proof positive. And this is from 9 days ago. So this is information that he should know. He's still just saying whatever.
All the photographs we saw in the videos, he was shirtless with just swimming trunks on. And so we were saying, who knows when he put on the shirt? Somebody knows something. People know something about why Nolan Wells is dead. I mean, there were 300, 400 people out there. Look at all the people in the video. You mean this 18-year-old, superbly fit college football player drowns, as you want us to believe, and nobody sees anything? I mean, it flies in the face of common sense. And so, Governor...
By this illiterate person talking about common sense, while he's sitting here lying about things that are not true, that he knows are not true.
Tate Reeves then takes to the press to accuse me and Reverend Al Sharpton of causing racial tensions in Mississippi.
That's what Al Sharpton does, and that's it. You're bringing up Medgar Evers and Emmett Till, and it's Mississippi, and you know how the Deep South is. Child, this is probably the best thing that ever happened was for him to do this damn interview. I'm sure they're looking at it. This is crazy.
Because we continue to say we're not going anywhere until we find out what happened to Nolan Wells. And then he says, well, Attorney Crump was caught in another lie. And I'm like confused. And he says, because the United Cajun Navy said that Crump is misconstruing our words. We don't misconstrue our words or whatever they tried to say.
Oh, now it's whatever you're a lawyer, speak.
About him being face down, fully clothed when they found him. And so, April, we came with receipts. And we said, Governor Tate with Nina Simone song playing her iconic song about Mississippi playing in the back.
Now we got a song of Nina Simone playing in the background. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Everything is a fucking, it's fucking theater, child. Everything is theater. Any other time, people will be like, these lawyers. But this time it's like, oh yeah, we trust him. Everything he says.
Background, Governor Reeves Tate. Where is the lie? We have the interview of Nancy Grace and the president of the United Cajun Navy talking about they found Nolan face down, fully clothed. And so I think what they're trying to do is distract us. So our response was...
Well, there you go. It's a distraction.
Very direct that, no. It can't be a lie if we're quoting his exact words and we have the evidence of him saying it. Cannot be a lie.
He said fully clothed men, people out on the beach. He wasn't naked. He had on his swim trunks. He don't want to say that. Child.
What we stand for is the truth, no matter who it implicates or exonerates.
Oh, now they mad because they said you don't do anything in the community. I bet you don't do anything in the community. Oh, you mad? You bet you don't do anything in the community, child. Just mad for mad's sake. Why don't you go suck Ben's OPP since you're so upset? I'm sure he'd love it.
We stand for justice, no matter who it convicts or acquits. We stand for transparency because we want everybody to see the truth of what happened to Nolan Wells.
So Mississippi.
I want him to spell truth though. I think he's saying truth with an F. He probably will spell it that way.
Is considered the most racist state
And this is who they put in faith in, Sha.
the nation. One of the reasons 1955 Emmett Till, and so many people are making compare and contrast remarks of Mamie Till Mobley and Emmett Till's stepdad and Wells' parents, Nolan Wells' parents.
He already explained it. Clothed meant he wasn't naked. The shorts meant he was clothed. Y'all can try to act like it's some big old conspiracy if you want to. It's already been explained, child. This is what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter what comes out. If it don't come out the way that they want it to come out, it's going to be craziness in Mississippi. I'm telling you. And it is absolutely on this nigga right here and Al Sharpton.
Is this history of racism, you believe, perpetuating that, what the governor is saying?
Well, all I know is this, as Reverend Al said at the eulogy, you know, when you go to the doctor
at the pep rally
and you got a serious matter and you're about to try to treat it, then you got to look at the history. You got to look at the patient. And so we have
now you got to look at the history of a state where they lived comfortably, had a great living, lived amongst all these white people, had a great white life. And isn't it interesting, which is why I put those posts up showing Oprah, Obama, and all the rest of them that are all rich, that is telling everybody else what to do and talking about all these white people while they living around 95+% white people. And this is who these people are listening to. Y'all can't live around them white people. You know, Emmett Till. Why y'all living around them, Bueller? Why y'all up there with them? They ain't living around you niggas that's down here all upset and they ain't going to. And they over there with 90+% white people. But y'all over here listening to these niggas lie to your ass. Y'all love to be lied to. Shout out to RBN. Colors love to be scammed. These motherfuckers ain't scared of no fucking white people. They want you all to be that way. If something happens, and just say this race war that people are saying is about to come through, you think they coming down there to help y'all? Do y'all think that Ben Crump is coming down? You think Al is coming down? You think who is it? T.O. is coming down? D.L. Hughley, whoever else was donating. What is his name, child? It's Tyler Perry. Y'all think they coming down there? No. Guess who the fuck going to jail? Y'all. Guess who the hell gonna lose their livelihood? Y'all. Guess who ain't gonna help y'all's asses and get you a $850,000 GoFundMe? They don't give a fuck about y'all. Vote the way they want you to. Get all riled up about white people so that they can say somehow, some way, Republicans are all white. Vote Democrat so they can get their asses into office. They're going to take any black man tragedy that they can to get what the fuck it is that they want. Y'all don't think. Y'all don't think. You listen to a man that is illiterate. You're listening to a man that's fucking illiterate in your fucking face. What the fuck does Emmett Till have to do with it? These people had a wonderful life. They lived a great life. They were very successful. They lived amongst these white people very well. They're doing amazing. Now all of a sudden it's racist. They ain't even say that it was racist. Y'all out here listening to these race grifters lead your asses yet again. And like I said, well, all these white people that you're supposed to be scared of, they most certainly are living right in them same gated ass communities with them. And they don't give a fuck about none of y'all. But y'all go fight, they fight. Y'all go fight, they fight. Because once y'all get all fucked the fuck up, they can say, yeah, more racism and continue to get paid. Whatever.
We have to look at the history of Emmett Till. We have to look at the history of Medgar Evers. We have to look at all those things, James Meredith. I mean, all these things are important that we just don't gloss over.
The only stupid people are the people that believe that these motherfuckers give a fuck about you. Ain't nothing I said untrue. They living around all the white people that y'all bitch asses are scared of. I don't even understand how fucking grown ass men can come out here talking about they're scared of white people. In 2026, what fucking man is scared of another man? A bitch ass man. A bitch ass man that says that he's scared of another man. It's 2026. Y'all sound crazy. Well, be the fuck scared. Be the fuck scared. Do their dirty work. And when your ass ends up like them 3 people thus far that have been arrested or is given a cease and desist, we'll just sit here and talk about y'all too. It's just more content because y'all don't think shit through. It's always about fucking emotions. It's never taking a step back. It's never thinking about what the fuck these motherfuckers do, what they show you that they do. Ain't none of them coming to save your ass while you're fighting for them. I'm not even talking about the Wamsleys. I'm talking about this nigga, that nigga, and the rest of them niggas. I'm black, you black, they black. And if you don't follow them, then that means you don't like your people. Well, motherfuckers, then I don't like my people because you ain't my people if you talking this fucking nonsense anyway. Your mom. Okay? I don't care what this nigga got to say because that nigga ain't gonna do shit for me. Not ever, never, no way. And the rest of those motherfuckers, Ricky Smiley talking about he's scared to be with white people in the elevator. He ain't leave that white job that pays his ass now, did he? And neither did the rest of them. And they ain't gonna leave them white people that they live around because they don't live around ya. And they ain't gonna let you live around them. And you better vote fucking Democrat. Because that's why you got Clybourne and Rolly Roll over there now saying, we need black people to vote. We need black people to vote. That's the whole fucking play. Shit, this is not even new. How can you be so fucking stupid?
Over them. With that said, we just want a fair and impartial investigation. Just like Nolan's mother said, if this was your child, what you want answers? I mean, you're burying your child, your 18-year-old kid who had his whole life ahead of him, was doing very well in life. You're burying him, and you don't even have any answers to how he died.
At the very least, should there be an investigation and a grand jury hearing?
Well, we have been told that it will be a grand jury hearing and by the district attorney. And we have differences of opinions based on our lived experiences about if the roles were reversed, how zealous.
Here we go. If the roles were reversed, I am emotional about how stupid people like you are that you follow these niggas that ain't ever gonna do nothing for you, but you wild out for them. You and all them other dummies go wild out for them. Don't worry about me. I ain't listen to these motherfuckers because I can think for myself. I don't need them for shit. And I don't need you either, but stay, because all views matter. Laron, shout out to BT. Thank you, boo. He said messy rant for sure. Because I'm tired of these dummies. But let them fall where they must. I don't give a damn. I honestly don't give a damn. Follow whoever the hell it is that you want to, but make sure you allow everybody else to do the same. Y'all and your funky ass comments and your threats and your stupid ass shit, that don't change shit. That nigga still gonna be rich and all the rest of them, and y'all still gonna be where you are. Looking around saying, it's Donald Trump's fault. It's Mississippi. Listening to an illiterate lawyer. Deborah, thank you for the finger heart, Jules. I appreciate you.
How this investigation would be. But, we live in America and we understand that, we have to fight for equal justice under the law in every situation.
Oh, don't forget, Larry Reed said it's time to go to Africa. And the Africans said, don't bring your black asses here.
In every case, for whatever justice we're going to get, we better be ready to fight for it.
Do you think that Dr. Roger Mitchell's preliminary independent autopsy report will make it into this grand jury hearing?
I expect Dr. Roger Mitchell's preliminary autopsy to be presented before the grand jury. I expect Dr. Roger Mitchell to be allowed to testify before the grand jury.
Is there anything else?
Thank you, boo. I appreciate you for the finger heart, Jules. Shout out to Amanize in the building. Lawrence, the Filipino community. What? The Filipino community. What? No. Because again, the same people don't think because they're too busy all riled up about white people. They don't even think how Christine and her son were repping their Filipino heritage. But now Filipino Asian has come to help, to come support, to come do anything. Y'all I ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all want to go fight. Y'all the social justice warriors. Always going to Kate, especially black women. And don't get nothing in return every single time. I thought y'all was boycotting Asians, child. Oh, not this Asian because she phenotypically identifies as a black woman when you can see right in her face from the gate that she is something else in addition to black. She can be black, but she also Filipino. And she most definitely represented that along with Nolan in their damn bios. But child, don't worry about that, child. Take it on. Do what Ben tells y'all to do. Wash, rinse, repeat. Do what these rich black people who live amongst white people, gonna keep living amongst white people, do their bidding, do what they say.
Also, Nolan Wells' case, because we understand that the mother and father are really inundated with hate right now.
Yeah, it's sad that they're getting so much hate mail and threats. His mother, Christine, is a nurse. I mean, her son died. She's been trying to keep her family together and fight for justice. He had 5 siblings, 4 of them younger than him. I mean, it's just sad. It's very heartbreaking, the fact that she's not getting negative reviews at her job. Never got a negative review before, but now people in Mississippi are giving her negative reviews, and it's just so sad. I mean, where is their humanity?
I know he didn't just say that. Only humanity for Christine, child. I'm telling you, this man, him and his Christine views are something else. Him and Christine, not him and Christine, but him and how he seemingly feels about Christine is very interesting.
Her son dies, questionably, and it becomes a national story. And so now she's also fighting for her job.
Well, I know she's getting negative reviews. I pray that her job will understand that there are some people in this world that are just sick people.
Child, there have been sick people in this world. What are you gonna do? She's not working anyway. She got $1 million that they can live off of and invest. Congratulations, good job, Ben.
In Wisconsin, you got your hands full.
Corey Ruiz.
Yes, young man was killed by police. Talk to me about this. I mean, we met you in police, deadly police force cases. Talk to me about Mr. Ruiz.
Well, Corey Ruiz was a 32-year-old black man who the police.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my goodness. Did you hear that? He's talking about Wisconsin. Y'all. They don't care about the biological father. They still trying to deny that there is a real father other than Mr. Walmsley. Like, we can't read. I don't recall any Asians at the pep rally / funeral. I don't recall hearing from Nolan's real father. The blacks don't require anybody else. They like to go out and fight and then complain about all the fighting that they do. Say I'm lying. Black people love to go out with the cape on and fight and then complain about the fighting that they do. Make it make sense. Nobody else is coming through. You're not requiring anybody else to come through. And then you're going to say, look at all this work that we do for everybody. That's what y'all want to do. Do it. Do it. Enjoy it. Have fun. We support it. I support it. It don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You can't ask questions. You can't point things out. When you're dealing with people that swear that they know everything, there's nothing that you can do about it. They got to figure it out and fall in their face for the umpteenth time before they may be recognized. But since we are here yet again in 2026, clearly it's never going to happen. And they'll just keep doing the same wash, rinse, repeat. Yeah, he's talking about Ruiz trying to call him a black man. That man is Hispanic. Now he's just going to make this man black, child. Blacks, black people, you don't have to listen to me. You're about to lose your leverage with your black AG because he about to take on anybody and everybody. If they got this much black in them, he going to take the damn case. So then when all of the rest in peace to Michael Brown and to George Floyd and to Tamir Rice, all of them are going by the wayside because he taking anybody and everybody now. You just have to have that much black in you. And then y'all better still go out here and cut for them too. You better get your ass on out here like Ben and them want you to and get out there and get into the streets and cause the chaos that they need and chant justice for insert person's name. And I thought the phrase was something else though. Say his name. I thought it was say his name. And it's always allegedly a black male 90+% of the time, because that's the only time that the community and people care for y'all is when you are deceased. Interesting how you are worth more when you are dead than when you are alive. And they ain't giving you no fucking credit when you're alive. They giving you the same, I can't stand you, you make me sick, you ain't shit, wash, rinse, repeat, and 50-50, and black men don't have this and black men don't have that. Then you die. Oh, he was so good. Oh my God, he was the best. I can't believe this. Interesting. Same shit, different day. Now he's sitting up here saying that Mr. Ruiz is black.
In police, deadly police force cases. Talk to me about Mr. Ruiz.
Well, Corey Ruiz was a 32-year-old black man who the police encountered, and they ended up shooting him 3 times in the head area. And thank God for cell phone video. Thank God for technology. The fact that they did not have police body cam video on them in 2026 in Madison, Wisconsin is just unbelievable, April Ryan. I mean, body cam video on every police should be mandatory in 2026, but them and ICE, they don't have these body cam videos. So thank God we have cell phone video to see them as they execute Corey Ruiz, because that's what that was, execution. And they say Corey had a knife. They claim he cut a police officer. We don't see anywhere in that video where he cut anybody. But you see in the video, you see the body language after he's executed. They don't act like they've been cut or anything. In fact,
listen, I've had enough. I've had enough. Listen, child, if y'all gonna let that nigga sit up there and play in y'all's face like this, whatever. I'll be leaving this damn country anyway, because child, ain't nobody got time for this foolishness. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Just any old thing. Just any old thing goes. Y'all just allow everybody to play in your face. Black people still at the bottom of all these lists. Black people still don't have their what are they looking for? Reparations, but a crime bill or a hate crime bill. I think it's a hate crime bill. Nothing. While you out here fighting for these MFers and they don't give you a thing. Amazing. It's amazing. Anyway, make sure you don't forget to listen to your black AG for the black community. Y'all can have him. Like Jeff said the other night, God forbid if something happens, do not call Ben Crump for me. It is what it is. Over here grifting. Oh yeah, I'm a woman. He wouldn't come for me anyway. It got to be a man. They get more money from dead black men. Shout out to what Coach Greg Adams said. If you didn't hear it, make sure you listen to that video. He had a great stream about this yesterday. Y'all worth more dead or alive. You get more respect dead than alive. These bitches be out here talking down on y'all every fucking day on this app and all the other ones too. You ain't shit. You ain't gonna be shit. You ain't never been shit. And you are the actual shit. Then all of a sudden, when you're taken on up out of here, you was a good boy. You was a good man. He was a good this. He was a good that. Looking for some damn payout. It's disgusting. It's rather disgusting. Anyway.
Thanks for the tip.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Dante. He said, message your video about how we're valuable once we're dead. Stop me in my tracks this morning. Thanks for the video. I appreciate you watching it. It's just clear and evident. This shit, the Democrats run by black women, the 92%. And they're the ones talking shit. It's Tiffany Cross sitting up here talking about y'all can't listen to Tariq Nasheed, Kevin Samuels, and get behind black women. That's what she said. She said that. She said that. They like men like Rowley and Crump and Sharpton, low testosterone men. No bass in their fucking voice. Nobody that's gonna stand up to anybody and just say everything is racism and racist. I said just say everything is racism and racist, which puts the rest of us in harm's way. They don't even give a damn. And then turn around and talk about you gotta be scared about white people while they live in amongst 90+% places where white people are. And they don't see it. It is what it is. But thank you, Hunt. I appreciate you. Shout out to all of you sassy straights. Don't think that we are all the same, because we are not. All right. Shout out to the veterans. Shout out to the elderly. Shit. Child, pray for these damn kids, okay? Because they going through some shit too. All right. That's all that, listen, these kids need some help. It's not even their fault most of the time, but child, what are we supposed to do after they turn into gremlins? What do you do after a gremlin turns into a gremlin? There ain't nothing you can do. There ain't nothing you can do. But hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're new. Hype the video if it has the option to. I'm done with this. See, this is what I'm talking about. After a while, you just got to take a break. This unless something else changes, I'm not talking about this shit, because I got to be honest with y'all. I don't care. Not that I don't care about Nolan and how he died, because he should still be here. You know, rest in peace to him. But the rest of the circus, this is a circus. This is a fucking circus. That's all it is. So I'm trying to do a crime is down. I want to try to do a crime is down because there's a lot of other crime that's going on that nobody gives a damn about. Nobody wants to talk about. Y'all know how it goes. So I'm gonna try to get that going. All right. But shout out to all of y'all. I appreciate you. Hit the like button again. I'm not gonna let this play, but hit the hype button, hit the like button, subscribe if you are normal. I see you all in the next.
And now another anti-ruckus